things live streaming. Appreciate you all joining. So this is my 4 o'clock live. So thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much for coming in. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So feel free to come in, ask questions. We're going to get started as we prepare to go live. If you guys are new to my live, put new in the chat so we can say hi to you and give me a thumbs up to say that you like the live. And if you don't mind clicking that subscriber button below, you can subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So come in, say hello. Appreciate all the support. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So we're going to go over to TikTok streets, to the TikTok live streets. We're going to talk and chat over there. Appreciate you all being here. This is my 4 o'clock live. So I say I start over here every day, giving lots of information, tips, and strategies to go live. We talk about building your community. We talk about the keywords. We talk about the ways you need to promote and market yourself before going live. And then ultimately, we talk about making sure that you're going live with ease and confidence. So, and then do an outline. Make sure you cover the topics you want to cover in your live stream. So all of that is helpful. That helps your community know what you're doing and what you're talking about, and then it also helps you grow. So I appreciate you all joining. Let's get my microphone together. How's everybody doing today? Give me a thumbs up to say that you like the live, and then also click that subscriber button. Click the subscriber button, but also the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So feel free to come in, ask questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. All right, we're going to go over to the TikTok street so you guys can hear me in real time. Say what's important. I'm going to say the keywords that matter to the live stream. So you're going to hear me in real time talk about the live stream. Make sure you Okay, good. Want to make sure my sound was coming in good. So you guys can hear me. I appreciate you all joining. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We're going to go live in just a few minutes as we prepare to go live on TikTok. All right. So appreciate everybody coming through. Let's see. Appreciate everybody coming through. Thank you so much. If you're new to my room, go ahead and put new, new in the chat. Say I'm new. Tell me where you're watching me from. And then let me know if you're a live host. All right. Do you go live? So let me know that as well. We want to make sure we are connecting and growing. So if you are a live host, put that in the chat as well. Okay. All right, my dear friends, we're going to go live on TikTok. So come on in. You're going to hear me say the keywords that matter to my audience. TikTok live, TikTok live, live on TikTok, TikTok live streaming tips. Come in, ask questions as we prepare to go live. Thank you so much. I'm in Italy. Welcome, welcome. We're giving beginner friendly tips to help you go live. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate my YT friends coming on in. We are talking how to go live with confidence and ease. So come in, ask questions. We're going to get started in just a few moments. So appreciate you all joining. Thank you all who are coming in and connecting on the stream. Appreciate the support. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate all the comments. Love you. Have a blessed day. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for joining. If you're new, go ahead and give me a like, give me a thumbs up to like the live. You guys can see it belong down here where you can like the live. Thank you, friends. And then also make sure you click that subscriber button to get notifications of when I go live and post content. My friends, how you doing, Michelle? What is it? Michelle. Thank you, friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you. We're going to get started in just a second. I'm sitting up here making sure the likes are flowing. So they are flowing. So I appreciate you guys. Let me share out my live. I add it to my stories every time I go live. Add it to my stories. Retired teacher, you said help. What's the help for? What type of help do you need, friend? You said help. Tell me more, friend. What is the help for? What's the help? Have you gone to the school community to look at our strategy guide. I put like literally the step by steps for going live, but let me know what you need help with. You said I had a moment on my live. It's Michael, by the way. You helped me. It's okay. Thank you so much. So it is Michael with a Y. All right. I got your friend. My brother's name is Michael, so I will remember that. That has shaken me up. Something happened on your live that shook you up. What happened? Rumpy TikTok coach. Hi, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Others that's coming in. Thank you all for being on the live. You guys are rather active on YouTube today. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you guys like the live. So so is my son. Awesome, awesome. Dr. Lisa, thank you for the invite. You're welcome, friend. What invite? Let me know. Just to starts at home. Let me know. Did I send you the invite for the agency? Let me know if that's what you meant. Hey, pals. Thank you, friend. Digital, welcome. Appreciate you, Michael. Thank you so much for the Dr. Lisa Cares. Let me know what happened. Someone called me colored and I got a violation. Oh, I should have spelled it. Oh, okay. Because you said what they said. You got a restriction. Let me see if you got a violation. Let's look at the history. Let's see. No, you didn't get in trouble. You didn't get a violation. At least it's not showing up on my side yet. I don't see it. It didn't pop up in my screen. So did it pop up? It must have popped up on the middle of the screen. Was it something that, or did they end the live? Did they end your live? How can you see the history? Hey, that grumpy old dude. Well, welcome. Well, welcome, my friend. Someone took my picture of me and made it their profile. Welcome. So you have an imposter? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, friend. Thank you on the YT. Thank you so much, Pals. You're so sweet. Um, okay. Retired teacher. They said ended, but someone said I blocked them. So it sounds like you had a spammer and scammer in your chat. So it wasn't a message from TikTok. Did something come up on the middle of the screen? If it was in the chat like you're commenting now, okay, it was a message from TikTok. So it sounds like you got a restriction. You got a maybe a warning. You might have gotten a warning. You said it in the chat. Oh, then that wasn't real. That's like anybody here that comes in and starts saying some stuff. And then they make it sound like they're TikTok. No, TikTok doesn't communicate in the chat. So if it happened in the chat, then it was a fake person. It was an imposter. If it was in the middle of your screen where you can see it clear as day, then that was TikTok. TikTok doesn't communicate in the chat like that. The flash goal pops up here, and then it's like, oh, your flash goal is ready. You see little stuff like that. But if you're in trouble with TikTok, it's dead in the middle of your screen. You see it right in the middle of the screen. So if you got in trouble, otherwise it was somebody you know, the people are always trying to troll and do inappropriate things all the time. So you got to be careful with that. So anytime messy, just plain old low down, just low down. Ain't got nothing better to do but try to, make fun and spoof people and stuff. So yeah, pranking. So yeah, you got pranked if that was in the chat and somebody was saying some stuff in your chat and you thought it was TikTok. Otherwise, TikTok, you know it's TikTok. It ain't no mistaking. If you could press the words and get rid of them, then they were pranking you. Yeah. One last question. Do you have to pick the restriction? Put the restriction in before put the restrictions in before every live. Yes, I laugh. What restriction? You mean like the audience control and content disclosure? Like those settings? You got to do that before each live. Yeah, that you do. Age. Well, let me take that back. Age, you actually can set it as for all your content, for all your lives, you can set it as 18 years and older. And so once you set it, you can't say, oh, for this live, I'm going to change it. You would have to go back to the settings area and literally turn that feature off. It is it's under your preferences. I think it's content preferences. When you're on your profile, you click the three lines in the top right corner, and then you turn it on from the settings and privacy area there. So once you turn that on, you can go to content preferences, and I think I know there's an audience control there that you can turn on, and it'll show for the content side in the live stream. You said I did that. Okay, yeah. So that's what you did. That's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all on the YT. I see a lot of activity, so I appreciate you guys commenting. Thank you, pals. Hey, Black Lotus. Do we have any other campaigns going on that I should know about? Yes, you should. There's one that started today. It's part two of one that started last week. So it was a two-part. It was a stage one and a stage two. So that one started last week. And stage two started today. I saw a bunch of new ones. Yes. So there's some TikTok ones too. But for the agency, there is one that started, part two of it started today. So go back and look at it. It's like the other campaigns. So part two is like a little easier because it's all about, diamonds, matches, all the stuff. There was a campaign for the agency that started today. I was like, wait, what started today? Because today is June 1st. So there was a part two. The one is called the LYIA 2-week sprint. 2-week sprint part two started on June 1st. There is another campaign that's starting next Sunday because the sprint has to finish first, and then the next Sunday there is the June Community Fest Connections. That's what's starting next Sunday. All right. All right. So y'all got some campaigns coming from the agency. So yeah, there's two that's in there now. Who's on the leaderboard for right now? Lisa Lodge, she's on the leaderboard, and Mrs. Treetop. And oh, my precious garden. Oh, she's on the leaderboard. Okay, I'll tell you guys top 10. Top 10. Lisa, Mrs. Treetop, Precious Garden, Unwritten Unstoppable, Soda, Bella D, Miss K Latte, Therapy Girl, Creative Soul, and then Diana. Those are the top 10 for the second stage. You said, I made it, mama. I made it. I made it. So I lied, said they donated 100 to me. How do I find out? Who is they? What happened to you, retired teacher? I don't know. I don't know what happened, friend. Who retired? Who donated? Nobody donated on TikTok. Unless they gifted in your live, nobody donated. Welcome, Fred. Thank you so much, Mrs. Darlene. Thank you for that. You said it was a lot. It was a lot going on in your live, friend. It sound like it. Coach Chantel. Hey, friend. Thank you for the kisses. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, friend. I didn't put my board up, Lord. Y'all just got me talking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Where's my board? Where's my board? Okay. Board is set. Thank you all. Hello. How you doing? From sick to Sicily. Welcome to the room, friend. Cook with E. Hey, how are you? Appreciate you guys. Oh, Regina, welcome to the room. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you all. If I did not say hello to you, hello, hello, hello. I appreciate you. They put in the message. It said their name donated 100. Donated 100. I don't know what donated in a chat. You've never seen donated as a word in the chat. So I don't know what they would have done it. What they would have done. It sounds again scammy. Scammy. Yeah, I get a lot of those people saying, "Oh, donate I'll donate this amount if you message me." I get all those people that do those little scams and I remove them from our room. So it sounds like it might have been one of those type of scam things, but I don't know if it I don't know if it was a legit TikTok message. It doesn't sound like it. It does not sound like it. Sound like somebody did something in your life. Um, it sounds like somebody was, yeah, right. Yeah, doesn't sound legit. Um, so yeah, so my friends who are coming in, we're doing our tapping. You see the tapping going. We're at 10 minutes. So I don't know if we're gonna make it. We're already at 10 minutes, but we're at 8.4K likes. So we'll see if we get the flash goal. Maybe we won't. We didn't get the flash goal in my 10 o'clock live today, which is fine. So we didn't get the flash goal, which is good. Well, they never sent the flash goal. Not that we didn't achieve it. They never sent it. So the flash goal is TikTok's goal. It'll pop up here. It'll take the place of the regular live goal. And it's also a little message in the chat that says flash goal has started, accepted or whatever. And then you click it and you accept the flash goal and you start it. All right. So I never ignore those messages. Oh, why did I just talk it up? TikTok's so messy. It's roses, 25 roses. So TikTok is so messy. So 25 roses, it says you've got a flash go view. That's how it pops up in your chat. You've got a flash go view it. TikTok just sent it. Thank you so much. If you guys don't mind supporting that flash go, it is one per person, one rose per person. And TikTok said, yeah, you didn't get it this morning. We're going to send it now. So 25 roses, that means 25 people, 25 different people would send one rose each. So if you don't mind supporting the flash goal, we got 12 or 25 so far. It is TikTok's goal. It's not Dr. Lisa's, it's TikTok's goal. A flash goal comes for 15 minutes. So you're trying to get your room to activate and support the flash goal. It's a way to make sure people are actually engaging. I tell you guys all the time, this is an engagement app. And so TikTok has the flash code to boost that engagement, the tapping, the comments, the shares. We're going to share the live in a second. All of that is part of boosting the engagement in the room. So it's again an engagement app. So I told my newbies who are sitting back just watching me and not saying comments, because you're supposed to be commenting, you're supposed to be connecting when they send the flash bill, it's random. It's actually random. What we've noticed though, if we get that early activation in the room, the 10K and 10K likes in 10 minutes, that's what those hearts, the hearts that are flowing here. If we get that number up to like 10 in the first 10 minutes, TikTok usually sends that flash go early. So we've seen it like in the first 10, 15 minutes of the live stream. So it actually is a good way to activate your room, get people engaging, and then you'll see the flash go early. Hey friend, it's what is it? I can't see it. It's it's Sava Co. Let me know if that's how you I'm getting a lot of echo and feedback. Oh, I don't know if it's on your side. Let me know. I don't have a microphone. This is smoke and mirrors. This is not connected. So I don't know. It might be on your side. Go out and come back in and maybe it'll fix it. Black Lotus, you said S. Dr. Lisa Cares, thank you so much. Radiant Wellness. Appreciate you, friend. Radiant Wellness. Appreciate the support. Everybody coming in. Thank you so much for the daily heart me's. Um, it's on their side. Yeah, it's on their side. The echoing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't the microphone is to my tablet. It's connected for YouTube. So it is a real microphone, but it's not on TikTok side. You guys are getting my phone audio. It's better. Okay, perfect. TikTok is really all about strategy, laugh out loud. I am new to this in content. It's a lot to learn. It is a learning curve. Key, I would say that it's a learning curve, but you get the hang of it. So my friends who have been here with me, thank you, beautiful background. Thank you so much. It is real. I always got to point that out. It is a real background. People think it's fake, but it is real. And so with that, I always tell people, it's a learning curve, but as you do it, as you stay present, it gets easier. It does. I'm enjoying your live. And yes, it's a learning curve. It is. It is. I don't deny that, y'all. But again, you get the hang of it. It's funny because I have like this, obviously the agency. So I see all of you guys learning, my newbies, and I have the pleasure of seeing people who started off and now they're like wonderful. They understand all of this. They're top-notch live hosts. Okay. And so every little tidbit that they're learning, they absorb it and they send it, share it out with their community. So it's such a pleasure to see it all take form and see you guys grow and do it. So yeah, it's a learning curve in the beginning, but you get it. Do you ignore them or put them in their place? Put them in their place. But they said Gorilla Glue was so here's what I'm gonna say. When anybody puts a comment in your chat that you think is inappropriate, I don't comment back too much. I remove them or I mute their comment and I remove them. Okay? Because here's what happened. When you say things that are inappropriate, TikTok will get you for two things. They'll get you for maybe harassing and bullying or hate speech. Well, hate speech and harassment are two different community guidelines. So you got to be careful about what you say back. So sometimes I'm reading the comments too to see if I want to even repeat some of y'all comments that are not bad comments, but the way it was worded, I'm like, oh, I don't want to say that word. And so you'll see me sometimes skip over words because of that. And so at the end of the day, you want to know, you want to make sure you remove them. Yeah. So you want to make sure you remove them. And for the room, I will often say, okay, let me get this bad actor out the room. Let me get this person out the room. I don't acknowledge their comments. I don't I don't send it back with, venom and energy, that negative energy, because again, I don't want to get my stream in trouble. Because TikTok is like, oh, well, you gave back this bullying comment or you said this harassing hate speech comment because you gave them energy and you don't want that. So I just remove them. So you don't see me, put too much energy into things people say like that. Some of them may be trying to bait you. Yeah, they absolutely could be baiting you, and you responsible for that. Yep. Good advice. Be kind. No word might be the right word. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I love that. How to remove when you press the words of what that person said, which you probably don't want to do. I know you don't want to press it. He's like, I don't even want to touch their words. But when you press the words of what they say, a screen pops up and it'll show you in the middle. It'll say mute to remove the words because you want to remove the words that's in your chat. Block, meaning that you want to remove them. And then report. You can report it. Now, I'll be honest with you, TikTok don't do nothing. You can report it just for the record, but typically you get a response back saying they didn't find it to be hateful. That's how they're able to do it. And for whatever they're saying and doing is able to bypass TikTok's reporting process. But at the end of the day, still report it if you think it's really horrible and if it's hate speech or harassing or something else that they've said. For sure, don't engage in negativity. I just said I just said that that's not nice. God bless you. Right. They don't ever do it now. They don't ever do anything. Nothing at all. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, definitely report it. And then at the end of the day, if it is something, remove them first of all. So mute the comment to remove the comment. So, your other people come in the room, they're engaging, they're trying to learn and grow from you or be entertained or inspired by you. You don't want them seeing that crap in your chat. So you want to remove it. So I would say remove it. So mute the comments and then block them. And I've been blocking pals, you'll be proud of me. Pals have been blocking folks. She was like, "You don't block, huh? You just been muting folks?" No, I've been blocking lately. Lately, I've been blocking. I felt a certain way because I saw the number of blocks that I had. Had over 244 blocks that I had done. So I was like, you know what? I might be blocking too much. I was like, you know what? I'm going back to block again. I'm blocking. He said, "You proud of me, ain't you?" I'm blocking again. So people who come in my room and they're saying things that are not appropriate, that are not part of what I want my community to be experienced. I don't want people to be pranked. I don't want them to be scammed. So I remove those people. There's people who come in lately. The newest thing is that people are sending these messages talking about message me, this word, and you'll get so much money. They're putting all that in the chat. I'm like, ain't nobody scamming on my watch. No. So I end up blocking those people. So those messages I do block. He said mute block, two separate things. Yes, they're two separate. You'll see it. If you press the words, there's a couple ways to get to it. Press the words of what they said, and the page will pop up. There's a page that pops up for the live host. Similar to like when I say you guys can power share. If I press down, you'll see how you can power share. If I press the words here, you guys don't get the same thing. It makes it a comment. It gives you those options. Um, but it's similar in the sense that you're able to see now another subset that says mute, block, and report. So you want to do that. And then if you press their photo, there's a little dot. So if I press the photo of somebody here in the chat, you see how there's a flag here? You see that flag? Right? Instead of the flag for the live host, you see three dots. So if I press any of you guys, I see three dots. And those three dots I can click to get to mute, block, and report on that side as well. Yep. I can mark the comment. I can make you a moderator. Those are the other comments that pop up. But that's how you get to it. So there's a couple different ways to do it. So yeah, get rid of them. Don't give it energy. Don't waste your time. That's what they doing anyway. That's their goal. Their goal is to get you all flustered. So don't let that happen. Thank you all for being here. Doc needs three more roses. Thank you so much, pals. I appreciate you. Three more roses, three different people. This is the flash goal. I got 5 minutes left. I've been talking. So if you guys don't mind, if you have not sent a rose, the rose is thank you, friend. The rose is the flash goal, and we got it. Thank you, friends. I appreciate that. One per person. You know what? Can I just let me just do a little bit of mindset motivation for a second. Because I do want to say this because I know I have a lot of people in the room. If you're new in the room, put new in the chat. I've been listening. Thank you, friend. If you're new in the room, put new in the chat. I want to make sure we're supporting you. I appreciate you all being here. New BC, welcome to the room. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining. New Constance, appreciate you as well. Thank you all for joining in. I appreciate you all saying something. BC, we gotta get you a bio, friend. You gotta put words in your bio so TikTok knows who you are and what your content's gonna be about. And that's also how you optimize your profile. So when people are searching, they come across your content, they come across your profile, because ideally the words you put in your bio align with the content you're going to be producing. So always have a bio. If you are private, I tell you this is an engagement app. You're supposed to be connecting and growing with folks. Um, I would encourage you to go do faceless content, do a picture that's not your face, do a name that's not your real name. So that way you're anonymous, but I would not set the privacy because you won't have the ability to grow at the rate you want to. So I would tell you to shift your thinking about private. But beyond that, welcome to the room. What are mods and why do we need them? Mods are people who can come in and support you when it comes to pinning comments, removing comments. Hey, Toya, removing comments, those bad actors we talked about. They can also pin different features for you. Like if you're doing a TikTok shop, you can turn on the feature where they can pin shoppable products for you. Service Plus, they can pin for you, your live goal and stuff. So they're allowed to kind of do some of the mechanics of your live, kind of manage your live for you. And so mods are a good thing. I do say you want to be able to run your live and do the things in case you don't have mods or in case the mods ain't available. So try to do that maybe the first 30 to 60 days before you start soliciting people to be your moderators. So it's a moderator. New. I quit TikTok for a year and came back last week. Well, welcome back. So much has changed. I need updates. All right, stick with me, friend. I don't know if I'm gonna give you all the updates in one live, but you stay with me. How to find a mod. Typically, people will pick people they know, people who have come to their live quite a bit, family members, friends, so it's typically somebody you've become acquainted with or you already know. I think a good practice is to find somebody you can kind of trust and know that they're going to show up on a more frequent basis, on a more consistent basis. And also recognizing that you want to tell them what you want them to do, like your expectations or your rules. You want to have a conversation. Um, my mod actually pauses on both sides. She's my mod for TikTok and YouTube, so she'll pop in. I normally manage my TikTok myself because I'm always in the chat and I like to see the comments and see what's happening in the live. So I try to manage myself. I think as time goes on, my room's been performing a lot better lately. TikTok's been nice. TikTok wasn't nice to me before. And so things have been improving lately. I probably will need to lean on mods a little bit more, but it definitely will change how I operate. So I'm not willing to relinquish the full control yet. So it's one of those things that I'm really thinking long and hard about. Like, what does that look like for me to have moderators? Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, Unwritten Unstoppable Black Lotus. Let's go, TikTok. I know spring. Welcome to the room, everybody. Okay, let me do this mindset real quick because today is like today is a special day for me. I'll acknowledge that, and I haven't probably given it the justice that it deserves in terms of what I've done and achieved here. I really am proud of my focus and just overall consistency and determination just to make this happen. And so today marks a milestone. I always tell you guys, pay attention to your milestones. Pay attention to what you're doing because you're doing something that not everybody is doing. All right. So when you start this journey, you're doing something that other people are either nervous, afraid, scared, don't understand, think this app is still for kids, think that this is not for them. You're doing something that other people aren't doing. All right. You said scared. And so I know I got a lot of newbies in the room and a lot of folks that are still kind of evaluating, assessing here. But at the end of the day, recognize that I was you. I am still you. The difference between me and you is that I started a year and a half ago. So today marks my year and a half anniversary, and I haven't stopped. All right. So that's the difference. I'm not anyone special. Nobody special. I just came here and just kept going. Year and a half. Dr. Lisa, happy year and a half. Years of going live. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much for saying that. I needed to hear that. Did you, therapy girl? I know, friend. In the beginning, I don't deny it's awkward, it's weird, it's different. You are if you start this process and you start this journey, you are a rare breed in a certain to a certain extent because not everybody does this. There are people who will come in and engage and watch nonstop and to be on this side, and that's what I teach. I teach how to be on this side. To be the live host, it's a task. It's a learning curve. And to do it in a way that people receive and appreciate it. And I'll say this about you, therapy girl, people are receiving and appreciating it. Okay. And so just recognizing that not everybody does this, but I want you to know that you can do it. And it's just about what's your mindset about it? How are you approaching it? How are you doing something? Thank you so much, friend. How are you doing something that at the end of the day, it's not natural for us. We didn't grow up with live streaming. We didn't grow up with the TikToks and the YouTubes. And I say that because I know my audience is mainly millennials, Gen Xers, and baby boomers. So I know we didn't grow up with this because I sure didn't grow up with it. You know, we had we had beepers. We saw beepers. We saw cell phones evolve. We saw the iPhone and all the other touchscreen devices and stuff come about. We saw this in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, to do this and continue to show up and do it, it's not common. It's not natural for us. But to recognize that you're doing it in every step of the way, whether you're doing it for 14 days, whether you did it for 30 days, whether you did it for 60, 90, a year and a half. So recognize that you're doing something that not all people will engage in and will completely understand and will appreciate. But at the end of the day, they're not you and you are a unique person. So applaud yourself. All right. Corinne, so 18 months. Thank you so much. I don't know if I could start talking to the camera. I'm rebuilding my self esteem. There we go, friend. You got this. You got it. This is a self esteem booster and something you reevaluate what you're doing on the camera too. But yeah, it's definitely a boost because you're talking to yourself. And I tell people all the time, I want you to imagine the one time in your life where you show up either once a day or twice a day, where you're having a conversation with yourself in real time. Now, y'all real people. I feel like I see y'all. Y'all, I can't see y'all, only see me, but I'm having a conversation with myself. I'm having a conversation. I say this, my best friend, the person I love the most, person I love more than my kids, my husband, my parents. My parents are both gone on, but I love me. And to have these moments where I'm encouraging me, I'm talking to me, I'm celebrating me, I'm doing all the things that I wish other people would do for me, but I'm doing it for myself. And that makes it better. That makes it more special. So just recognize this is the time you could do this. And the things that you say to yourselves, you can say out loud here. Now, not all the mean stuff. Don't say the mean stuff. But say the stuff that's encouraging. Say the things that's uplifting. Say the things that sometimes you say to yourself and you're like, you know what? Let me think differently about this. Let me think about it another way. And so you can have those conversations. And there's some great people on this app that you're going to meet along the way that will do that even more for you. All right. So I didn't get a chance to say this earlier. I wanted to say this so badly, but the questions came in and I was like, you know what? Let me engage the questions. But I wanted to make this more of a mindset conversation because I did this on purpose to acknowledge the fact that I'm at a year and a half and I wanted to celebrate it. Now, at the end of the day, I don't have fanfare. I should have got some cake. I should have got some balloons and some flowers for myself, but I didn't do that. But at the end of the day, it is to me a milestone. It's a milestone that I value and appreciate and recognizing that there's still people in my life that don't know I do this. I still got people in my life that have no clue that I do this, and I've been doing this for the last year and a half. And so at some point, I might have to like really, really put it out there and announce it to those who haven't caught up with me in that way. But um, but I'm proud of what I've done, and I'm excited for the future. So I just want to say that to you guys because I want you guys to get to the point that you're doing something that you've never done before. Thank you so much on the YT. I appreciate you, friends. Why can't we start a community to be there on the first go live? You can. You should communicate that to your followers. Wendy, you have 2,600 followers. Yeah, you want to market your live. You want to connect with people. I'm in an agency. I am an agency. And so the agency folks, we tend to support each other, but you got to start supporting people too. So that they know you're out there and you're connecting. But you're the people you've been supporting. You're level 26. So, just let people know you're about to go live. How can you get the words on the screen? That's a board. That's a board. I'll talk about boards in a second. Janae, thank you. Thank you for your words today. I'm so glad you have connected with you. Connected with you. There are a lot of bad actors. I know. I know. I'm too pretty to be shy. I heard that, Fran. Oh, you said I'm too pretty. You're too pretty. I said, well, you talking about me? Appreciate that. But yes, you're right. Hey, don't be shy. I'm restarting. I love that. Yep. I didn't think I could do it. There we go. But now you can. Truly appreciate your time. You're welcome, Fran. Thank you so much. I'm trying to update with your instructions and messages. You're trying to update with my instructions and messages. What does that mean, Fran? Tell me more. You're trying to join the agency. I think that's what we've been talking about, Dixie. Let me know if that's what you meant. Me too. I don't know how to explain this to them. Either they don't, they wouldn't understand anyway. How can you get the words on the screen? Yeah, so I'll talk about that in a second. I took your advice and joined another creators live. I remember what you said. There we go, friend. All right, awesome. Yes, ma'am. So here's what you're gonna do, Dixie. I'm gonna show this to you, friend. Give me a few minutes. I'm working on it. Okay, give me a few minutes and I'll literally walk you through it. All right. I really appreciate you. You're welcome. Hello, I am Shadi. What are the 5 things you must do? Welcome to the room, friend. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna talk about those things. Give me a few seconds. Let me catch up. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all. So I just wanted to say that message. I hope it resonated with some of you all. I know we got to do things in our own time, our own way. And again, I'm one of those people where I I want to consume information, but also want to curate. In my mind, I'm like, you know what? If that person's doing it, I can do it too. Why can't I do it? What's stopping me? And so for me, I've changed over the last year and a half. I've changed tremendously. I was addicted to television. I'm just saying. I was a TV watcher. I was come home from work, get comfortable, and sit in front of the TV for at least 3 to 4 hours. Now my life has shifted to the point where I'm in front of my camera, I'm in front of my screen, I'm doing this, I'm connecting with people. I'm not just consuming, I'm curating. I'm so excited about the fact that I've transformed how I think about my day to day life. The way I was just wasting time to a certain extent, calling it in the name of relaxing, but I love doing this too. And it took some time to get to that point, but I love doing it. All right. I've been on here a while and I support a lot of people, but I'm scared. Number one, will there be support for me? Absolutely. Can't think that way. There'll be support, friend. There's somebody for everybody. I love it. Yep. I'm actually scared. Thank you, Diamond. That's why I started streaming at night instead of watching the telly. Yep, that's it. I was so and now y'all talk about shows. I was like, I ain't watched that show. I don't even know nothing about that show. But back in the day, I knew every show, almost every show. I was definitely you tell me a good show, I was sitting there watching it. I love TV time too. I know. We grew up with TV. You said I've been watching you since the beginning. Dixie, really? Oh wow. I love that. I love that. Put a Dr. Lisa Care sticker in the chat. If you've been with me for at least a year, put that in the chat. I would love to see how many of you been with me for at least a year. If you've been with me for the year and a half, that's awesome. But put it in the chat so we can see who's been with me for a minute. Yes, we did. I have to. He said, yes, ma'am. Appreciate that. Oh, sweetie pie, look at y'all. Diamond, look at y'all. I love it. I'm very supportive on lives and on TikTok. I must have to build my confidence up for going live. That's it, friend. Constance, you're doing it, friend. Just keep going. Figure out a day and a time you'll do it. Today is June 1st. I always like a new month because it could be a new beginning. So you can make this your start. Do a 14-day challenge. I should switch out my board. I'm going to keep it for a little while because I did say I was going to talk about this. I used to sit in here scared. Really, sweetie pie? And now you got 2 accounts. Look at you, friend. I love it. How do we send hearts? How do we send hearts? You're gonna click the gift box. You have to have coins in your account. The heart me is up here, so you have to have coins in your account. So if you click the gift box in the corner, if it says recharge, that means you have to add coins to your account. So you want to make sure you add coins. When you click the word recharge, it'll take you to the screen where you can add money, coins to your account with money. However, there's a message in the middle that says recharge on TikTok.com for the 25% discount. Get the discount. So click that little area. It'll take you to the website. All right. So you can get your discount that way. Gives you more money, more coins for your money. I have the confidence. It's just been the consistency. Yeah, the consistency is hard. I say people start with you. Title gifter of the galaxy. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you for that. Thank you. Well, Diva, you're welcome. Not a problem. Friends, please add a bio when you get a chance. Yes. Tell who you are. Yes. Look at you. I'm gonna pin that. Must be some folks in the room with with no bio. Make sure you add a bio, friend. You got a galaxy girl. I know, I know. Thank you so much. Unwritten Unstoppable, you're amazing, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I know I missed a couple comments. I appreciate you guys commenting. Thank you all for the gifting that you did. I appreciate all the support. Let's see. Dr. Liz, love your positive energy. Thank you, friend. Um, it is my birthday month. It is Constance. What day is your birthday on, if you don't mind sharing? My mother was the 3rd, June 3rd. My sister is the 26th, and I'm July 21st. So my birthday's next month. So so yeah, so the summer months we were always celebrating somebody in our household. Somebody was celebrating. Yes, your room is a vibe. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. What's a bio? So wait a minute. Wendy said, well, wait a minute, what's a bio? When do you have a bio? I had to check, friend. Just a little girl from Kentucky trying to make it in this big bad world. Look at their friend. So when you click someone's photo, my newbies in the room, if you click someone's photo, it shows your mini profile. I'll just click whoever shows up. I'll click somebody here. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. And so it shows the person's bio, the words under their name there. So you see it that way. So that's the bio. That's the bio, the description, your bio that's on your profile. All right. So if you don't have words on your profile, you have not optimized your profile. Optimizing your profile means that you added words to your bio. You have a photo, whether it's your personal photo, some flowers, a rainbow, whatever you want to put there. And then you also have, you don't have the username with all the numbers anymore. So you put a unique username and a unique name for in here. So we can see this is the nickname that we see. And so, as you can tell, I know people who didn't optimize their nickname, didn't change their nickname because it has the same lowercase letters in all one word. If you have uppercase letters, that means that you changed it. So I would tell you to change it, put spaces in between the two words, so it's not all one long word, and and people can't read it fully because you're trying to decipher what your name is. But if you can make spaces so that people and use capital letters, uppercase letters for like the first letter or second word and stuff. So that's a way that you can show, who you are and stuff, and people can read your name fully. So wordless connection book, I can read that. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the engagement. Trini, thank you so much for being here. How are you, friend? Um, Yeah, the bio appears on the it's a short description that tells people who you are. And it also TikTok also uses that to optimize your profile because they know the keywords you put in there are the words people are looking for. So you want to have words in there that are search terms. Technically, you want to make your username, I'm sorry, your nickname a search term too. All that is part of optimizing your profile. So if people are looking for like fitness folks and your name has fitness in it and your bio has fitness in it, you show up as a user. Sometimes, plenty of time, many of the times for people who are searching for that. So you want to make sure those terms are there that reflect your live stream or reflect what you're going to talk about in your content. Okay. Thank you so much, friends. Hopefully that made sense. Good afternoon, hanging in there. I think I'm ready to join your agency. How do I do that? I did follow your agency page. Did you really? Okay, so the let me do it here. The agency page is where the application is. Okay, so I'm gonna put hello in the chat. The agency page has the application. The content, I need to do more content over there. But hey, Bella, the content over there has the apply now button, and it takes you to a real quick press the button application. Nothing special. You just press the button. For the account that you're applying with for the agency, that has to be your primary account. All right. And you cannot already belong to an agency. If you click someone else's apply now button, what happens, and so let me say this because people are sending links all the time and they spam you with stuff and DM you with stuff. If you click their application in the last 7 days, and maybe you didn't apply officially, but you clicked the link and maybe you closed out, you didn't hit the apply now button or didn't officially submit the application. Because you click that link, it shows up on my side that you are interested in another agency and I can't invite you for 7 days. So that's happened to a few people. And so you want to make sure you don't apply to another agency by clicking their apply now button. But you also want to make sure that if you do belong to another agency, that you officially um, make a decision if you want to be with that agency. So I can't coach or poach, but I'll tell you something. Where do we find the agency? My agency. Um, this is the page for the agency here. Let me repin it. So this is the agency's page here. Launch your income agency. And so if you join an agency, and I'm saying this broadly, TikTok gives you 15 days to quit the agency to withdraw with no penalty, no issue. You can just walk away. So if you're not happy with my agency and you're still within your 15-day period, you can just leave. Okay. If you wait after that, you have 30 days that you can submit a 30-day notice, 30 days to do that. And then at that point, you have to wait 2 additional months before you can join another agency. So technically, it's 90 days. So you put in a 30-day notice, and then you have to wait 2 months before you can join another agency. So keep that in mind. I mean, that's important that you know that as you think about applying and joining agencies. Agencies, will support your live stream. We have the backstage system where we can look at what's going on with your live. We can give you guidance. You said I'm happy. Appreciate it, friend. Um, we can look at your live. We can look and see if you are in trouble, maybe a violation or restriction. We can submit something on your behalf to get your account back in good standing. Um, we also have the ability to, through TikTok's training and resources, we come back, or at least I come back. Let me say this differently. Every agency operates differently. So let me tell you what I do. Let me say that. Here's what I do. All right. I've never been with an agency. Oh, nice. Oh, you said I ain't never been with an agency. I applied today. I hope. Oh, I sent you a message on the agency page. You need to do 3 lives. So from Sick to Cicely YouTube, you need to actually start going live because you didn't have enough. Um, Let me go over the rules. So TikTok requires that you actually are streaming. So if you're with an agency, the goal is that you're going live. So don't join an agency if you haven't gone live in the last 7 days and you haven't done at least those first 3 lives to get full access. So TikTok is saying that you didn't have enough live history. So you need to actually start going live. So when it comes to the agency, also, you want to make sure you're going live for my agency in particular, that you've done those first 3 lives and that you have a plan to go live at least 4 days out the month. I mean, 4 days out the week, not the month, week. Because TikTok is looking for you to go live. So, agencies, what happened in the month of March is that TikTok changed the rules. And so they really are looking at your valid go live days. So that's why I say you have to go live at least 61 minutes. because those valid go live days is tracked in your analytics, and it's also on the agency side, but it's tracked in your analytics. So they want you to make sure you're going live for at least 61 minutes. And then, and I say 61 because that's to be over an hour. And so that you go live at least 61 minutes and that you're going live more frequently, at least 4 days out the week. Ideally, if you're really trying to get some traction, you're trying to get pushed out, you want to go more often, maybe I'd say daily. And so I did a 14-day challenge so that people can start to get used to going live. Okay. I'm trying to get prep for my live tonight. So all the steps need to be done before then. Steps in terms of Dixie, have you gone live recently? When was the last time you gone live? So, well, I sent you the invite, so you're good. So you must have had enough hours to go live. Thanks, friend. I need Wordless, welcome to the room. So, definitely engage, friend. I tried to do the board, but when I went live, the board did not show. You actually have to add the board. So if you saved it, then you would use it. There's a feature where it says use board or hide it. So you actually have to press use. Yeah. Last week, but I'm trying to get to the invite. Okay, let me show you the invite. I'm sorry. Okay. Um, you said I'm interested, red flags. I don't know where to start. Stay with me for a second, friend. Let me show here is the invite. And this is actually the invite that any and everybody will get to. So this is important that I show this. Um, if you are on your profile, let me flip the camera. Dixie, if you're on your profile, okay, you're gonna hit TikTok Studio. You're gonna go to the live side. You're going to scroll down to tools and resources, and you're going to see join creator network. It'll say creator network. It'll say creator network here, and it's going to say launch your income agency has invited you. So right now, no agency's there, but for you, it'll say launch your income agency has invited you. Let me know if you caught that, friend. You said it has to be on the phone. Yes. Yes. Has to be on the phone. Yeah. Hey, just dropping in for a few. Thank you, Black Sheep. Welcome to the room, friend. I applied. I go live every night at 9 p.m. Thank you so much. Look at that level up 11. Congratulations, friend. Let's see. Toya, welcome to the room. I'm interested in doing live. Don't know where to start. So stay with me, friend. You said, okay, I have to set up my office. We did trans, transatlantic move and lots of transitions. Gotcha. So once you start going live, you'll be able to officially apply. Um, Thank you so much for your time and your information is truly valuable. I appreciate you. See you in LA. Appreciate you, friend. I'm going live every night for 2 minutes. Just the sound of my garden. Just the sound of my garden. It's it's a unicorn landscaping. Let me know. Yes, yes. Hey Yoli, how you doing, friend? Um, Tapping. For 2 minutes with the garden. Let me know if is that what you meant. Did you mean 2 hours? Maybe you meant 2 hours. Later. Take care, friend. I always love information. You're welcome, friend. Um, so Mary, I am checking on you now to see if I can invite you, friend. Let's see. Mary, you are being invited. Love that, friend. So here's what you're gonna do. Mary, you're gonna get a system notification, but you can also go to that creator network area under your live center. Look at there. Thank you for the soccer league. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much for that. Um, Thank you so much, Black Sheep. I appreciate you. Let's see, Mary. Yes, you are officially invited, my friend, to the agency. And what I'm going to do is send you the system notification. So go in and get the system notification. Okay. And Dixie, I don't know if you're still in the room, but you actually should have received a system notification also. Okay. Hello, Precious Garden. How are you, friend? Precious Garden, you're like in the top three for our agency campaign. You need to go check, friend. You're in the top three. Congratulations on that. Mr. Greatness, welcome to the room. Others coming in, I appreciate you. Said, whoopee. So here's the deal. So first step. So once you accept the agency, you're gonna go. Um, I'll get a notification. I'm gonna send you my webpage so that you guys can fill out my form so you can get in my database. And that's what I use to send my weekly emails or any emails. My emails from my the weekly meetings as well as just any other communication. And then you're gonna after you fill out the form, you get an email confirmation. Check that email confirmation because it has the link to the school community. And that's how you join the school community. So that's what's there for you all. Thank you so much. I thank you for the popular and roses. How do we get an invite? You got to go live. Are you a live host? Anybody who's in it? I didn't talk about the agency. I'm going to talk about the agency, but anybody who's interested, I'm good. Oh, really? Yep. I don't see the Creator Network box. It has Live Creator Hub or Join Creator Network. I have not received any. It's not going to be an email yet, not until you join. You said you don't see join creator network, you don't see anything. When you go here, Dixie, when you go to your profile, you click in TikTok Studio, you're live, you're scrolling down to where it says tools and resources. You see all these different boxes? There's an arrow to open those boxes up even more. My bad. Let me go back. I pressed the perks. There's an arrow. Do you see that arrow right there? You click in that arrow and all those boxes pop up. That's what you're looking for. Okay. Many thanks. Thank you so much. So, what's the cost? It's free. Let me explain it. It is free. She said, "How do you join in? What's the cost?" You're so sweet. You're like, "What? What's the cost here? What do I select? When you get to the boxes, do you see one that says Creator Network? Looks like a little house there. Do you see that? And once you tap Creator Network, I think it says, got it. Sorry. All right. All right. I was like, I think it says accept. Maybe it's simple as that. Um, let's see. You said what's the cost? I'll explain it. It's a free program. It's free to you all. Is an agency different from a community? Agency is different from a community. We operate like a community, but an agency for live hosts is this program. If you're joining someone's agency, you're literally clicking the Creator Network program. So if you don't do that in TikTok, then you didn't join a Creator Network. It's the Creator Network program. So yeah. So if you didn't do that, then you joined something else. They do have TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop has the Partners program, which is a different type of agency. Um, It's the TikTok Shop Partners. So that's a different program, but this is the Creator Network program. So that's where it sits under your live center. Our community just teared up. It did. Thank you, friend. So, woohoo! I'm in for a year. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome. You're welcome. I need an invite, please. You said I need an Constance. Do you go live? You ain't answer me, friend. Do you go live? Let's see. I don't see it in your bio. Do you go live? Okay, so here's the deal. Let me explain the agency first. Let me talk about it. Y'all, I didn't talk about the agency in the 10 o'clock, so I guess I'm talking about it now. I should have because I do use this as recruiting. I will do 3 lives soon. You said I'll do 3 lives. I go live. Sassy Mimi, welcome to the room. Um, Hi everyone. Bobby Joe, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you all for being here. Okay, so if you are going live, okay, I've gone live before, but been discouraged, and it's been so you got to start going live because I won't be able to accept you unless you're currently going live and you have the intent to continue to go live. That's the point. You have to continue to go live. You have a salesperson. You you said you have a salesperson here. Do I really, Dixie? You say, y'all get in this agency. If you can't join yet, we can get the paid coaching. You can get coaching from me. Yes. Yeah, you can do the paid coaching. Yep. Dr. Lisa, I had my first live Saturday and I went live early today. Thanks for your tips. Susie, look at you. I love it. Congratulations, friend. You said I will be live tonight at 7:30 Central. 7:30 Central. Awesome. Awesome. What's your live topic about? Let's put that in the chat, everybody. Hello. First time here. How you doing, Margie? Welcome to the room. Appreciate you being here as well. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all sign up here. You're so funny. Thank you, Bobby. Okay. Real quick, agency talk. Okay, TikTok started the creator network agencies so that they can scale the live hosting business. All right. So this, let me be very clear. We're in a TikTok economy. So if you're trying to join, go live just so that you can sell your courses, sell your products, whatever, and you're not doing the engagement pieces so that people can engage in your live stream, they can support your live goal, they can get your products for TikTok shop. TikTok has to win too. So as you're going live, you get a percentage of your gifting that happens in your live stream, up to 40% each live. Thank you so much, Black Sheep. Appreciate you, friend. You can get up to 40%. TikTok takes the difference, and with their difference, they're giving a few percentages to the agency. So that's how it's free for you. The goal is that you're going to go live more often. The goal is that you're going to go live with more understanding, more training, more monetization strategies so that your live stream can grow. Okay. So the goal is that you're expanding and growing. And so if you're expanding and growing for your own gain, TikTok is not going to push the people into your room. You got to make sure that engagement is happening. They have to see value in your live stream. And the goal with an agency is that you are going to grow. You're going to be better. You're going to be a stronger live host because you have that training, you have the knowledge, and then you also understand different strategies and ways to build your live stream. Okay. And then ultimately, you are going to be consistent. Okay. I need that. Yes. That you're going to be consistent. Because if you're not consistent, you're not showing up. I tell people all the time, you don't need an agency. You don't need an agency. You're not here enough. So you don't want an agency telling you all the things you should and could be doing, and you're not showing up to do it. Unfortunately, I had a lot of people who joined my agency back when we first started in August. Those contracts are not going to be renewed because I can't continue to bring people on that are not going to go live. And so what TikTok does, and honestly, my first people with the first 90 days, TikTok is looking at you even more closely because they expect for you to grow. So if you're still down here, TikTok wants you to be here. And to be here means that you're showing up, you're growing, you're engaging, you're doing all the things to improve your stream. And so if you're only going a few days a week, it may be it's a longer runway for you. And so you want to show up more frequently. Hey Amanda, how you doing, friend? Thank you for that fan club. It's working for me. I know it is, friend. Bella, I think you on my poster child list. There's a few of you that are like the new crew that came in. Y'all like, Doc, we got you. We got it. We know what we're gonna do. And y'all showing up and y'all showing out. Y'all doing a great job. Yeah, you're on my list, friend. Bella, like I said, I got a short list. I probably got a list of about five, almost 10 of y'all that are doing y'all thing. So it's really exciting to see it happen too. Um, for you all in terms of your growth. So it's working. You guys are doing better, and it's doing really well. Yeah, Bella, you got a whole little community, friend. She like, look here, we doing the big. So I love it. Um, so with that, you want to make sure that you're showing up. Okay. So TikTok, when they started this, they had 8 million people that went live last year. Of those 8 million, only 300,000 are with agencies. And so they want the agency people, you get more training, you get access to different campaigns. That's campaigns over here. You get more opportunities to monetize. And so, and then you get invited to different webinars and other resources and training. You guys are in the know, unlike the average person on this app. And so the goal is that you're growing and you're part of the top creators, top live streamers on the app. So that's what should happen. My biggest fear is my health. Oh, sorry to hear that. Some days I'm very ill. I'm what is called a medical zebra. Oh, sorry to hear that, friend. Sorry to hear that. You definitely have to take care of yourself first. That's the priority. Take care of yourself first. Your health, your well-being always has to come first. Um, and so with the live streaming, they're looking to grow the ecosystem of live hosts and making sure more people are coming here, engaging. I don't have my watch on. I usually point and say tick tock, tick tock. The clock is ticking. They want you here. They want you to stay. They want that community. They want that consistency. They want that engagement. And so at the end of the day, you're wanting to make sure that you're present. Okay. Um, does this include the going go live button? What do you mean, Constance? Tell me more, friend. Um, y'all still here? Let me know if y'all here. Anybody? Okay, I got you back. Um, I gotta get you back. You froze. Did I freeze? I'm still frozen. Um, let's see. Am I still frozen? So there's a catch to an agency, or is there really just a community of people monetizing together? Nope, nope. No, you good now. I'm good now. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if y'all heard it. It was a big boom, loud, lightning, and I guess it took my Wi-Fi out for a second. Okay, I'm good now. Okay, yeah, it took my Wi-Fi out for a second. My YouTube was spinning too. I was like, "Am I here? Y'all hear me?" Glad you're okay. I'm good. I'm good. It was loud though. I was like, "Did y'all hear that?" It was super loud. So, can you show step by steps on how to put the board above your head? I can. I can still figure it out. Okay, Susie, give me one. Give me a few minutes. Let me finish out the agency conversation. You're good now. I'm good now. I'm back. I'm back. It sounds. I froze for a second. Okay. Okay. So, and then, Constance, you said, what's the catch? I want to make sure I answer that question. Go live button where you make a live video and post. Constance, I'm going to show you in a second when I do the board. I'll walk you through what it looks like so you know exactly what we're talking about. And then you're saying, Michael, you're saying the agency. You're trying to understand a little bit more about the agency. The agency. Let me be clear. Your live is your live. What you do in your live is what you do in your life. Okay. I just make sure that you're following, or not make sure, I communicate the community guidelines to you. So if you choose not to listen to the community guidelines and listen to any trainings or any tips and strategies I give, if you choose not to ever come to my live again, but join the agency, I will come to your live. I will pop in. I'm going to connect with you. I'm going to send you emails. I come here twice a day, going live, giving tips and answering questions. I do all the things. However, it's going to be up to you to take the training, accept the training, come to the meetings, learn, grow, do what you need to do. I had plenty of people who would start this process and just expect for, I don't know, for me to come do their live for them. I don't know what they were expecting, but that's not what I can do. There's no agency that will do that for you. And so it's ultimately your live. And so if you choose not to participate fully or learn the tips or take advantage of anything I give, you said interesting. You are on my FIP and I'm glad I came in. Oh, look at you, Amanda. So I love that. Um, it's up to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate Thank you so much, friends on the YT, except when you get restricted and they don't push you out to FIP. Mine was not original materials. I don't know what that even means. It depends on what you was doing in your live. Like I said, that AI stuff is really tricky. You got to be careful about what you're showing, and if you're showing other people's materials, like the courses that people will resell and their affiliates for, you got to be careful about what you're showing. I would say that. Teaching and showing a chart. Yeah, it could be the chart. It could be the chart. You can't show the chart, or at least turn on your content disclosure. Turn on that. Maybe turn on your audience control as well. I love going live. I want to make the most of it. I'm following you from the beginning of my journey. I followed you from the beginning of my journey. Look at that, friend. I love that. Totally free. Yes, yes. Teaching and showing a chart. Thanks for all the tips. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, at the end of the day, community has evolved and come along with the journey, because there's a lot of people who are in the agency and they go to each other's lives, they support one another. There's a huge community of people who have similar interests. So we see that. So those people will float around to each other's lives. And you end up liking who you like. I say that all the time. I'm not for everybody and everybody ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you end up liking who you like. And that's okay, because there's no rule that you have to go and support people in the agency. And there's no rules that people in the agency got to support you. So you end up deciding what that looks like. I will tell you, and what we teach here is how to be a good supporter so that you can learn and grow and build community, and you're supporting other people and they're supporting you. We're actually doing this week an in-person events. We're doing a retreat. And so we talked about this back in December, and there was a lot of people said they were interested. Not everybody was able to make it happen. So we're a small group that's going to do it this first year. The idea is that we're going to grow and continue to do it, but we're doing an in-person retreat for the weekend here in Orlando. So I'm excited about that, to see people and connect with you in person. But this has become an awesome community. Awesome, yeah. It's become a great community of supporters and people who get it. He said, love that. So with that, you just decide what this looks like for you and what you're looking to do with your live stream. But again, there's no rules. There's no rules that say you got to do this, you got to do that, except for the TikTok rules. Those guidelines matter. Thank you so much, Mary. Level 11. Thank you for reaching the level 11 in the TikTok streets. So I appreciate you all sending your heart me's and the gifts and stuff. I appreciate it, you all. With that being said, what are the five things? Give me one second. Carolyn, you said, get back to the five things, ma'am. Um, I need to show boards, which is part of the five things. So, Vibe Wellness, I shouted you out earlier. Vibe Wellness is doing her live on Wednesday. She's celebrating her 69th birthday. And so definitely connect with her. Vibe Wellness, put your schedule in the chat. Thank you for those populist friend. Put your schedule in the chat so I can pin it so people can see it. She does and your live topic. Thank you, friend. Content disclosure. How do I add it before live? Stay with me beyond. I'm going to show it with the board, so it's all on the same screen. Um, Really quickly, agency, closing it out. I go live twice a day. I do weekly meetings on Zoom with my community. I also have a school community, SKOOL, where you can go there, get resources. I just launched the strategy guide, the live strategy guide for people to take that strategy, use it as almost like a ritual in terms of how you start your live, what you should be doing before your live, how you set your live up, and then and immediately as you press that button, what you should be doing for engagement. I also do one-on-ones with my creators. So you can schedule one-on-ones with me. I usually say monthly so you can get in a rhythm of meeting with me. We look at your analytics. It's a performance review. I'll give you a few tips and strategies to improve, but ultimately it's up to you to show up. Okay. If you're not showing up consistently, it makes a difference. All right. Using a board makes a difference. All right. All week this week at 10:30 a.m. I'll talk about all things wellness. After 40, celebrating 69 on Wednesday. Love it. So that is Vibe Wellness. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well. Thank you so much, King Meatball. Thank you for being here. Where do I find my highlight to upload? Your highlight to upload under your you're saying the highlight for your recording for your live stream, it will be under recordings. So let me do this. Let me show this and then I'm gonna go to the number fives. Here is the deal. Let's go here. So you're on your profile. Hey, Diamond. I do gardening teaching and for everyone. Um, uh, Diamond. Other live hosts, Precious as well. Put your topic, your time, and your time zone in the chat as well. I'm happy to pin some of you all as well. So let's put that in there. So you're gonna click TikTok Studio. Under TikTok Studio, you're gonna go live. And this is where I'm going. So I don't know if you noticed, you can go to tools and resources. If you go down to the bottom of this, it says go live. Okay. That's one way to get to it. There's a couple other ways to get to the go live, but this is the one with the tools and resources. Um, Before I go live, let me go back out. My friend, under tools and resources, live recording. This is for the person who asked about highlights. If you click the live recording, it'll show you your recordings. I don't have any recordings because I don't go live on this count page. I haven't gone live in 30 days, over 30 days. Your recordings last for 30 days. Then they go away. You could download your recordings. That is your content. Okay. So you can download the whole recording. If you wanted to, you could put it on YouTube as an unlisted link. And then you can put it on your paywall, like if you have a stand store, a beacon, and make that a masterclass or some kind of paid content, all types of things you can do with it. Some of my lives, I've taken recordings, obviously, and put it as content here, but I put it in the school community for people to go back and listen to something I said. Thank you, Amanda. So I want you guys to know this is your content. Okay. So definitely think about how you want to leverage it if it's good content. Okay. If it's good, everything parenting. Thank you so much. I see you guys. Okay. Let's see. Some of y'all posted your information. Um, and so thank you all for doing that. I appreciate you all. Let's see. Michael, you said networking and nostalgia connect with great music, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. weekdays. Awesome, friend. That's good. BB, you said great idea. Diamond, you said everything parenting today at 8 p.m. Central. 8 p.m. Central. That's Diamond, everything parenting. Okay. So that's the recordings. The go live button is right here. You hit go live. Now you're on the setup screen. Okay? You're on the setup screen. On this setup screen, you're going to go to somebody asked about content disclosure in audience control. Scroll down to the bottom. Audience control. Toggle that on. If your live is for 18 years and older, more mature, or if you're selling something, physical products in particular, they can't buy on live. So you got to make sure um, 18 years and older is turned on. Um, if you're doing TikTok shop, it automatically turns on. If you have AI generated content, turn that on. Okay. AI generated content, turn it on. If you have content disclosure, that means that you're talking about your personal brand, your professional brand, your selling products. If you have something that's a little bit more mature in nature that younger people shouldn't hear and some words you're talking about, make sure you turn on content disclosure. Okay. So those are the things you want to turn on. This is Precious. Precious, I'm gonna ping you. She's teaching gardening Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Sundays at 3:30 to 6 o'clock Eastern. She's in Florida. That's the Eastern time zone. And then we have Carolyn. You have TikTok shop at 5:30. TikTok shop. What products, friend? Tell us more. Um, let's see. I'm gonna ping you for now, friend. Let's see. TikTok shop at 5:30. What time zone as well? Make sure you guys put your time zones. We're all over the world. We're all over. So make sure you put your time zones in there as well because I'm Eastern. We got some Central folks, some West Coast folks. So we want to make sure we get to you. Susie, you are doing family history. She is doing family history tips Tuesday, Thursday at noon, and Sundays. Thank you so much, OBZ. Welcome, friend. Thank you for that. 10 a.m. Central. Love it. Yes. Oops. That's okay. You said I'm in Europe. Look at you. Oh, you're in Europe. Are you in Europe currently? You may not be able to join the agency. The agency is only for the US and Canada for my agency. You would have to join. So the message I got is that you didn't have enough time. What do I call it? Enough recorded history. Are you just traveling? Maybe you're US based. Maybe your page is US based. Let me know. You said Sicily, yes. Interesting. How long you been there? I'm a dual citizen. Okay, maybe, but I wouldn't be surprised once you start going live. I may get a different error saying that you're out of my region. It might be that might be the next error that's going to pop up. I need advice about starting my music live. What type of advice, friend? Sharing SWC digital marketing and affiliate marketing at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Awesome, friend. Let's see. Let's see. You said, I'm new here. This is very helpful. I don't know anything about Heart Me or any of that. Stay with me. We're gonna do the blue box and Heart Me. I'll do the breakdown. I usually do that because I have a lot of people who don't have any of the badges. If you scroll up and look at people's names, you'll see a Lisa box and a blue box. You'll see that. So I usually do kind of a quick overview because I don't want you guys to start going live. And you're like, well, people aren't engaging. And I'm like, well, you don't do the gifting engagement and the heart me's and the roses and other things either. So I teach how to get it. You said I'm new to TikTok too. Okay, so I'll teach it in a second. Let me do boards real quick. I have to do US citizenship to keep American phone address, pay taxes. Oh, gotcha. And so your IP address though. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Your IP address might have you in another country. That's going to be the trick because TikTok be knowing. They know. I give and don't ever get. It takes time to build your community. It takes time. And and you want to build a community of people who are interested in your topic. I'm going to get to that in a second. You got to make sure you're engaging in that because people will come and do a quick maybe fly through, but they're not going to stay if that's not the topic for them. Right. Yep. So you got to make sure you're doing that. Okay. So content disclosure, audience control, AI generated content. If I scroll back up, boards is here. So boards are here. This is a board. Okay. So boards is here. And so when it comes to boards, you can create multiple boards. I have different boards that are in here. You can have multiple boards going. You can click these AI boards. They're a little bit of a template, so you can use that, or you can create your own. I've been creating my own because I like using my own colors and fonts. Here is a general board. The multi-guest board is when you have the panel boxes. Thank you so much, friend. The panel boxes, one of those boxes can be a board. All right. And so you can create, and then it has add headline, background, and bullets. Here's the deal: background and bullets, even bullets. I don't use bullets because it takes up a space on my screen. I personally say be careful about it because you got to be careful about the word choice. I don't use them because again, I don't like the way they pop up on my screen. Where it takes up my real estate here. Backgrounds. TikTok does not like the backgrounds, even though it's there. They don't like the green screens. They don't know what's going on behind the green screens. They don't understand it. Okay. And depending on what is on your background, it will also be problematic if it has something that is not approved and not allowed, like a website or pricing or your name and other names and stuff. It does not like personal identifying information, phone number, emails. And you can't put TikTok or any other social media on it. Okay. So if your background has all that stuff going on, in addition to the fact that it's a green screen, because that's what essentially a background is coming up from your camera roll, it's an image, and then you're adding that image as a background. And so ultimately, I would tell you in the beginning, I would avoid doing it, especially as you're trying to grow your room, you're trying to get TikTok used to you, your audience used to you. Just use a board. All right. So you're going to add a headline, and then you will write, you have fonts that you can pick here and colors. You can change the style here with the outline. I'm just going to put something really simple, but you want to make sure your board has, I'm just going to say go live. I'm not going to belabor this. Um, you want to make sure your board has something that is of value. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, value, curiosity is it evokes curiosity. I'm liking the room already. Informed, informed for everyone. Yeah, exactly. Info for everyone. Absolutely, friend. We'll stop the scroll. Exactly. Stop the scroll. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to stop them in their tracks. You want your board to be that thing that brings them in. All right. And so mine says 5 things you must do before going live. Number 5 is about the bag, how to make the money. I didn't want to put money because TikTok funny about the money. So I just said the bag. And so recognizing that stopping the scroll is what you're doing. So it has value, maybe curiosity. You know, what's number 5? How do you do that? Or it challenges people. You know, my other board says go live every day, 14 days, 14-day challenge. And then it says, you know, this will happen if you go live every day. How do people have the banners? Are they okay? When you say banners, are you saying something up here? It's up here on the top part and it's like an image, maybe with some words. Let me know if that's what you're talking about. Yes. Um, they're using that background and you can do a crop background. Again, I would say start with a board, do a board, perfect your messaging, see how your room responds to it. Maybe you're getting pushed out. You know, I would say try that for the first 30 days before you start putting images, any kind of images. Again, TikTok's not a fan of it. I know people are being cute and creative. They're trying to liven up their room, but I would say wait, especially in the beginning, to see what works. And then when you put that board up, if it don't work, then take it off. If your room is dropping and you're not seeing the views that you saw the last few days because you were using a board that drew people in, that stopped the scroll, then you know your board is the problem. Okay. Or your, I'm sorry, your background's the problem. So be mindful of that. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you don't ever do it, but if you do it, make sure you can do it in a way, a more calculated way, so that you're not messing up your stream. I have dropped a board mid live, laugh out loud. I heard that. Yeah. You saying you took it off? Because so really quickly, I'm gonna do this. Go, just so for you guys to see this. I'm gonna say go TikTok live. So I put go TikTok live. And like I said, you can change the font, the color, you can do all types of different fonts and stuff. I'm going to hit done. These are two separate lives. So if I wanted to add another headline, I could. These are two separate lines. That these are totally separated. This is one line and that's another. Two separate lines. So you can do another line. You can add another headline. Okay. Hello. How you doing, Tanya? Welcome to the room. Hello, friend. So I'm gonna hit done. I'm gonna move this up. You guys can see it. You actually can make it a little wider. I want to make it wider. I can just pinch the words and make it a little bigger on the screen. Hey, Coach Regina, welcome to the room. And then I'm gonna hit done. When I hit the word done, you're gonna see what happens. So it's thinking that message popped up. Why did that message pop up? Because I put the word TikTok. I don't know if you guys can see it. It says avoid mentioning personal information, pricing, external platforms. So as that might limit your reach. So you can't put TikTok. You know how many times I'm scrolling and I see TikTok on somebody's board, and I'm like, man, if they don't take that TikTok off that board, like what are they doing? Did you say TikTok is funny about word? Yeah, pricing. It says it. I don't put. I didn't put. I didn't put money. I didn't put income. I didn't put earn. I didn't put any of that. Now, again, pricing. So I didn't want to mess with TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So I just said the bag. Now, obviously, we kind of know what that means in terms of slang, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what, TikTok, you ain't gonna get me with using words that they think is manipulating. Um, so with that, I is that on in lives, the TikTok blurb? What do you mean? This here? Yeah, this blurb here is in the settings. I'm creating a board. I'm creating this type of messaging. You got to do this before you go live. You can't do it in the live. Your board you cannot create. You can add and remove it, but you can't do it during the live. You can't create the board. So, for example, I'll show you guys real quick since we're talking. So, my board here, this is the board that I was like, oh, I should have said the Go Live Challenge. Remember, I talked about that. So, I just added this board. So, you can take boards off and on or no board at all. You said, what about promotional content? What do you mean by that, friend? On your board? I missed the beginning. If you missed this, I talked about it. I'm streaming on YouTube, so you can go back and watch my YouTube. Hey, Wendy, first time gifter. Question on digital products: no putting in my bio on the board. Question on digital products: no putting in my bio on the board. No, I don't know what you mean by that, but the answer sounds to be no. Don't sound right to me, but I'm gonna say no. You can't do that. I don't know what you meant though. Thank you so much for that first time gifter, friend. I appreciate you giving that to me. Thank you so much. I'm going to go back to my other board because I don't want to. I'm going to talk about the 5 things in a second. Hey, how you doing, Anna? Appreciate you. I meet requirements for 4 creator pilots, but is unavailable because my account has been flagged. I meet requirements for 4 creator for the TikTok Shop Creator Pilot Program. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Yeah. You're not supposed to advertise your external sources for money, like your link in bio. Yes. Thank you. Black Sheep, thank you for interpreting that. Is that what that meant? Yes, that is true. Don't do that. Okay. So your link in bio, just so that you guys know. So it said it here. No personal information, pricing, external platforms, websites, other platforms, TikTok shop. I mean TikTok, YouTube, any of them. Don't advertise those on your boards. Okay. You said I took a screenshot. I will send to you. Okay, yeah, message me. Dr. Lisa, I could sit and talk to you forever, but I won't I won't take your time. What's the best way to contact you? I'll pin my Service Plus in a second. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Miss K Latte, for that mustache. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Um, can you go over to do the boards again, please? Okay, Dixie. In the beginning, I should have said this. So this board I'm going to I did I delete it? No, I did not. This board I'm going to remove. Here's what I will say. Settings. Go to settings and just click board. Okay? Settings, you see board at the top. Okay? Plus sign. adding a board. You could use those AI templates if you want. That's fine. General board, create, headline. I said avoid these other two for now. Just do a board that adds value, curiosity, or challenge. Everything I just talked about is on my YouTube channel. I literally, so if you go to, I don't have the board, but it's going to be one or two places. It's going to be under settings, board. Or maybe if it's not updated, it's gonna be down here as word board. It's gonna be that image up top, or it's gonna be its own separate icon. A lot of people miss this. That little arrow right there. Let me show it to you. You see that arrow right above the word effects. You see that? See that arrow? It's a little arrow. If you click it up, it shows the other boxes. A lot of people seem to miss that. So it could be its own separate icon. On this account, for me, it is. I click that up and I see boards. Okay. Thank you, Miss Latte. What's your YouTube channel, please? Same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. I want to watch from the start. There we go. Is it possible to have multiple boards app at the same time? No. You gotta flip them on and off. Yep. You can't have you can have multiple lines if you need to have a fourth line or something else. You can create another line. This is so helpful. You're welcome, Tony. Thank you. You're welcome. Um, Not a problem, friends. Thank you. No, it's not there for me. Yeah, I have you updated your app recently? It would be one of those two places. Service Plus. This is the answer to your question, Michael. This is the answer to your question. Here's how you can get a hold of me. Click the Service Plus. Message me here. Service Plus is another feature that Boards is under. So if you've activated your Service Plus, you'll see the board icon there as well. Yep. Thanks for showing the boards. I was going the wrong place. Okay. You were going the wrong place. Okay. So boards. Boards is on the phone. I'm on the phone. Service Plus has boards also. So there's technically three places that boards is available. Okay. So if you're not seeing boards, I don't know what's going on. Maybe you need to update now. Yeah. Update now. Yep. TikTok sends updates to the app weekly. Not the same day, but you rest assured there's an update that's going out every week for this app. So make sure you're always checking to make sure the app updates are happening. So what would be your ideal background for beginners? Something that messages your live stream. So let me talk about this. Number one for this. Um you need to know what you're talking about in your live stream. So for example, you talk about being an expat and expat and dual citizenship. And you're talking about traveling and living in Sicily. And you're talking about what does it mean for you to your family to relocate. So if that is what your live is about, then your topic would be of interest to people who want to relocate and live abroad. You would search keywords that matter to your live stream, to your target audience. Thank you, Mrs. Treetop. So you're searching words that matter to them. So maybe you're searching how to be an expat, how to live abroad. You'll see what those keywords are. You can ask ChatGPT, maybe some of the other AI, to come up with words for you. Look at you, friend. Thank you for that. Well, I appreciate it, friend. You said I'm nervous to go live. You got this, friend. Thank you, Mrs. Treetop. I appreciate you with the whale. The whale's always interesting to me because it feels like it's coming out your chest. Thank you, friend. Like one side by side, one with a picture of the egg in the words. The way you would do a picture with the egg is that you would have to put an image. So you could do a cropped image at the top in your board. You could. You could do that. I wouldn't, but you could. I would stay away from images on boards for a minute. You're still building your live, you're still building your stream. I would play around with my board messages first before I start doing any creative elements. Level 42. That's like a nice, big, deep burgundy red. I don't know what that color was. Look at Mrs. Treetop. Awesome, friend. Oh my gosh. You can celebrate your top engager. She is a 42. Oh, let me fix that. Let me put the P in treetop. Mrs. Treetop, so I can set that there. There's a lot on my screen, y'all. It's a lot. Is it blocking me? But Mrs. Treetop is a level 42 in the room. That's the fan club. I know some of y'all asked, what is the fan club? What's that all about? I'll explain in a second. But congratulations, friend. Are they picky about what you have in your actual studio walls? Yeah, they can see all that. Be careful about what's in your background. Yeah, absolutely. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, if your background has anything inappropriate, I don't know, liquor, weapons, um, you're driving, you're not supposed to be driving. Yeah, um, images that convey nudity. Mm-mm, can't have none of that. Yeah, so be careful about what's in your background. Um, you said so. Also, how do I connect my microphone? Oh, I don't know. That depends on your microphone. What do you mean? Um, OB, what kind of camera do I use and how do I connect it? Friend, I'm not tech like that. OB, sir, ma'am, person. What am I supposed to say to that? How to connect it? What kind of device are you using? Is it a laptop? I have no idea. What type of microphone? This is wireless. So you tell you right now, I didn't do anything special. There's a little small receiver that went into the where the charger cord is. what, what do what do I do? I go live. That's what I do. He said, "What do you do?" What do I do? This is my phone. My phone, this isn't even the microphone. The microphone here is on my tablet. My tablet, there's a little receiver. There's literally where you charge your phone tablet at. And I just plug that in the microphone and it connected. Just that simple. I'm real basic. I'm not high tech at all. And so my phone is the audio in the camera source. That's what I have. And there's lighting in the background. This is real. This is a real background. There's lighting in the background. There's like the sunset little lamp. This little lamp here. That's what that is. It's on my little table here. Little microphone remote here, and my clip-on light. That's all I'm doing. That's it. Nothing special. He said, "What do you do?" um, but an ocean painting or tapestry, not anything branded. Okay, yeah, that's totally fine. How do you put the writing on the top of your screen? Angel, Angel, do me a favor. We just went over that. Um, on my YouTube, if you go to today's video, I'm live right now. It'll be available for replay probably later tonight, maybe in the next 3 to 4 hours. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. You're like, Doc, what are you doing? But yeah, go there and at an hour and a half in, I talked about the boards. So you can go back and listen to my replay. At an hour and a half in, I walked you through the boards. You probably want to do maybe an hour in 20 minutes in. That's probably where I would start. We're at 3:37. Yeah. I think maybe hour in 25 minutes. I was talking about the boards. Is that fair, pals? Something like that. Dr. Lisa, I always see money displayed on the boards and they don't get in trouble. Not not doing it. I don't know if they're not getting in trouble. We don't know if they're not getting in trouble. I don't know how many people in their room. Their room could be. So here's what I've learned. TikTok has been pushing a lot of people in rooms that are not in the country, not the target audience. And it gives the perception that the room is rooming, but those people aren't engaging. The comments aren't flowing. You got one or two people maybe chatting, but that's it. What's that? What's that? What do you mean? Um, and so just be mindful. A lot of things are not what they seem. Okay. A lot of things are a little bit of smoke and mirrors, and people are not necessarily having a successful live? You said, I'm listening. Or not having a successful live because they're not getting any engagement. You said, I have a VPN. Oh, okay. You got to be careful with that. Yeah. But yeah, you got to be careful. But because TikTok is cracking down on the VPNs, so you definitely want to be mindful of that. But I don't know if that'll work or not. Yeah. So can you set your live to only show to the US? No. You can do things to engage and get more participation from your target audience. And if that's people in the US, then that's fine, but you can't set it that way. You can do some content preferences, you can say the keywords, you can kind of search, and maybe even when you're talking, you're saying the geographical areas that matter to what your live is about, but you can't set it. So just keep that in mind. So, when I'm here, I say I'm from Florida, I'm Orlando, I'm originally from Chicago. I get a lot of Chicago folks, I get a lot of Florida folks. And so it's because it hears me saying it, and people are coming in saying, "Oh, I'm from Florida. I'm from here. I'm from that." And I repeat that. And so I would say if you're having those issues, make sure you don't say the countries that are not your target audience. Even if people are saying where they're from, it's like, "Oh, welcome to my room," and I don't say the countries because I don't want TikTok to get confused. Hey, Doc, I'm from California. How you doing? Hey, friend. So yes, I can't get into my health records without it. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. I don't know what that's gonna do over time, my friend, but you should be okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, my precious. Thank you for that daily heart me. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna stay on. Probably you guys got me for like another 20 minutes. I'm gonna have a hard stop at definitely by 6, trying to do before 6:30. So like 6:20. But with that being said, let's talk about the 5 topics just so that you guys get this. Hey, Adam, um, on your YouTube channel, do you go over the features that you can use and how to set them up? What I talked about some features earlier when I talked about boards. I talked about content disclosure. I talked about audience control. I talked about those features. Talked about the board. Um, what else did I talk about, y'all? I think that's it. I'm confusing maybe the earlier one. But I talked about where you can get your live recording. I showed you that. So yeah, if you could look at this live, I talked about some things. I showed where we talked about the agency. I showed you where the creator network page is. So yeah. So yeah, there's some things in there that I talked about today. So when it comes to search, so on your home screen, I want you guys to search. You may or may not be able to see the screen when you're demonstrating. Okay, all the time. That's true. Sometimes it's not visible. Sometimes I'm not showing it fully, but you hear me talking. So I usually talk through the steps. But definitely come back if there's something you want me to show and I didn't show it. Um when it comes to yes, yes. When it comes to the home screen, when you're on your home screen, so go to your profile, you see home in the corner. Good evening, Nina. Hello, friend. Thank you, Mimi, for the rose. Um, hey, friend. When you are here, I want you guys to type in. So earlier I did fitness. I'll do it again. So fitness, I typed in the word fitness, and what happened is that it started searching for top. It listed some of the top searches. So what I tell people is your first thing you want to do out of this 5, the things you must do, you must know the keywords that your audience is searching. What are the things your audience, your target audience for your live stream, for your content, what are they looking for? What are they searching? In a way that is obviously relating to your live topic, relating to your niche, but you want to know what they're searching so you can talk about the things in your live stream that are of interest to them. And then the people who are searching for that will come to your live because TikTok is going to put you on their For You feed. That's how you get on the For You feed. Because TikTok says, okay, this might be of interest to you. Let me show you this particular live. Because maybe you watched something to do for like my live. Maybe you watched some go live tips, or maybe you searched it, or maybe you had been you know, Harding Alive or something like that that spoke about the Go Live tips. And they're like, hey, Dr. Lisa might be of interest to you. So somebody said it earlier. Oh, I'm happy you came on my For You feed. Hey, Karen, thank you so much. And I would say that person probably had been looking at something about going live. Gillian, welcome to the room. Let me know. We're not a grow room. We don't need to do all the the different features like that. But we want to make sure we're engaging. And you don't have a blue box. You just started. So you want to be careful about what you're doing in the chat, friend. I learned to use the word gardening on my board, which give me gardeners and spicy gardeners too. The spicy gardeners. What you mean? The trolling ones. What you mean by that? I love it. But why they spicy? They got a little attitude to them. What are they doing? Oh, thank you so much. So let's see. When it comes to, oh, she means smokers. Oh, the smokers? The smoker girl? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Those gardeners, the ones, the herbalist. Are you also live streaming on YouTube? Yes, I am right now. Uh-huh. Gardening is a term on TikTok people use for smoking married. Oh, wow. Uh, y'all know I have no clue. I was like, oh, so you got the spicy ones coming together, girl. I think that's okay. Just tell them to get the heart me. Grab your heart me. Does your agent support shoppable lives? Does the see? I am looking for an agent. So for TikTok Shop, there is a different program. It's called TikTok Shop Partners Program. And so you're looking for a shop agency. Their program is different. You do pay a commission or they have a fee structure that's associated with that program, unlike the Creator Network program. I do know a lot about Shop. I was actually going to talk about Shop tomorrow. I have a board for it. Here's my board for Shop. All things shoppable videos and lives. 7 tips to get shop and earn fast. So that's what I'm doing for tomorrow. So you guys got a sneak preview. But yes, with that I do talk about it. So I'll probably save that for tomorrow. Just learned something new. I just learned something new too, Fran. I sure did. I did not know that. Hey, Queen Shine. I didn't know till I started gardening. Oh Lord. You learn something new every day, don't you? Don't you, Fran? I love it. All right. You learn something new every day. Boosted my page. Did they really? Well, you do the battles now. Be like, y'all stay for the battles. So if I want to attract truckers, I'd use CLD. Got it. Yeah, you could. You could search that and see what people are looking for. Let me type it in for you. CL CLD. Okay. So here are the searches that pop up. CLD training, holiday house. I don't know what that means. CLD press juicer, CLD PR, permit test, license. So yeah. So yeah, so you could look that up as a term. Yep. And see what people are searching when it comes to that term. You could spell it out, you know, truckers. You could put that word in there and see what pops up. Did I miss the number 5, Jim? You did not miss it. We just started. We're gonna I'm gonna speed through these though. I love the way you laugh. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Hey, David. Thank you so much, Gillian. I see you tapping, friend. Hopefully you are tapping. Let me check. Let me check. Are you been tapping? You gave me 3 taps, so I appreciate it, friend. Um, they be like, "Oh, cool stuff." He's like, "Oh, cool stuff. You gardening for real? All right." Oh, where's the other plants? Sorry, I'm rushing the week. Thank you so much, Sunny D. Welcome. Thank you, Fred. You said nice. I love it. All right, you said, how do I get people more infecting on my lives? Let me see. In interacting, you mean? They come in but don't ask a lot of questions. You got to think about the questions for your audience. So this is a good tip because if you're doing the search for the right group and people in the room, you're going to ask questions that relate to them. Questions that they're looking to know. Like, for example, This question, I went right into it and showed this, but I usually start this off by saying, tell me the things that you do before you go live. What are some of the things you guys do? In the chat, you guys will say, oh, I make sure I do my live event. Oh, I make sure I set my lighting up. Make sure I pray. I get a lot of praying. Get a lot of praying. They'll say, let me make sure I pray. So just so people will respond that way. So you want to ask questions that are relevant to your room. Sometimes I do open-ended questions like, hey, if you're new, put new in the chat. People put new. Tell me where you're from, where you watching me from. Sometimes people engage with that question. So yeah, you want to have questions that are relevant to your audience. I set up my route at post in video. Okay. Offer a cable to the tech gods. What? So, y'all answer my question, what y'all do before y'all go live. I was like, what are those answers? Do you have three profiles? I do not have three profiles with Dr. Lisa. Queen Sean, look here, friend. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let's see. I got so many imposters. She probably imposter too. No, her name is different. She might be. She an imposter. She just used a different picture. Let me see if she using my videos. Yeah, they're in a different country. So they use my name. So yeah. And they're using somebody else's picture more than likely. But yeah, so yeah, those are all, and this one's active, so this might be on in the room. Who knows? Um, but yeah, so I don't, friend. I got the fake ones out there. So definitely report them if they reach out. You said shaking my head. I know, friend. Really quickly. Oh no, that's a shame. I know, it's horrible. It's horrible. TikTok need to do better. Do better, TikTok. No, I think those are real. So one of them is active. Some of them might be bots, but one of them is actively going around and messaging people. So yeah, one of them is pretty active. New from Tulsa. I help with transportation remote jobs. Oh, awesome, friend. Thank you so much, friend. Um, in name. Yep. Yeah, so they've been really bad. You said I want to get that big. You don't. You don't. You're so wrong for that. You said, I want to be that big. I want somebody to impersonate me. No. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, they so annoying. Do you also do jobs? I don't know what that is, friend, but no, apparently that's an imposter out there, huh? No, I don't. As strict as they are, you would think they would do better. Yeah, do better. They can do something about that. Now with AI, they're getting at being imposters in the DMs. I'll say that again. They are getting good at it, being imposters in the DMs. I could see that. Um, let's see. Um, they block me. So when you guys tell me that there's somebody out there, so this account, this is the agency account. That's why I see some of them. On my page, I don't see them. I don't see as many. And then my other page, I see more because they haven't blocked that page. They haven't blocked these two accounts. So so I do know I know I need to submit them to for copyright, the copyright infringement. So that's what I need to do. Um, how do you put your category of people you want to your lives? You want to make sure you say the keywords. Like I said, I was showing you guys keywords really quickly. What I showed before, you can change the name of an account that you want to make sure it's me. So I just wanted to show that real quick. So if you hear, I changed the name. It says Real Dr. Lisa. If you click the two people here, it says custom or edit name. Right now it says edit because I changed it. So if I go back, I could delete this and go back to the original name. So it's the original name. Or I can come here, or I come here and I can customize the name and change it to whatever I want. So you can change the name to a profile so that you guys never are kind of fooled and duped. If you know that you're coming to my community, know it's not, you know it's me. When I come in, you can look and check for some of the obviously they don't have as many followers, little things like that. So you can always, hey Queen Sean, I hope you heard that friend. Hey Per Mom, hey Kay. And so you can customize someone's name so that you're never duped. All right. Thank you so much. Hey, my precious. Thank you so much for the populars. Real, you said real Dr. Lisa. Whatever you want to put, you can put You can say, you can spell out the word doctor. You could, whatever you want, you could put that so you know it's me. All right. You can put some butterflies in there and put some other little emojis. So again, it's your way of having your own little special name that you use to make sure it's me or any creator. Guess I'm trying to post a video from here. It wouldn't let me until I slid back in. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. You were trying to do the highlight feature. Okay, gotcha. I want to give my reach high again. What do you think I did to get reach that high that day? Go back to that board. What board did you use? Go to that day, look at the video, and see what board you use. You change your boards out probably more than I would. I've been testing a few boards to see which one gives a little bit more of a reach. So play around with your boards. There's something about that board that it liked, and I would continue to play with that one. Yeah. Um, Fantastic. Okay. Yep. Did you already have videos on the Heart Me, Popular, and Gifted? I send likes on lives, but that's it. Oh, we definitely you definitely want to start engaging by having the blue box. That's how you get the Heart Me. I mean, sorry, the Lisa box, how you get my Heart Me, but it's also how you get a blue box also. So you want to engage by sending that. TikTok tells you guys what to do when you first come in a live. I say that all the time. You want to do that engagement because that helps to get you visibility. And if you're looking to grow, you want to connect with people who also engage, especially if it's a topic that is aligned with your niche. So we were talking about, the fitness niche, the CDL, the gardening. You want to go to those lives because those are where your people are, your future audience. And then you want to again search the keywords that people are searching that is based on the community you're trying to create. How do I get engaged violence? This is a new page. You gotta do that engagement also. Do the engagement for your target audience, post content that they're searching for. Creator Search Insights has that content gap. So make that part of, you know, the type of content you're searching or using the keywords on the home screen. But yeah, you don't have to do that work. Yes, you just answered. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. You're welcome. All right. Let's do this. I'm gonna stay on another 10 minutes. I didn't talk about engagement. Hey, Dr. Johnson. I didn't talk about engagement. I typically do. I've had a couple people ask the question about the heart me, ask the question about blue box and stuff. So let's do this. I'm gonna do a quick run through. When I say quick, it's gonna be super quick. um, put the word box in the chat. We're gonna do box and I'll skim the blue box. Thank you so much, Karen B. Appreciate your friend. Luna Rhonda sent me, I don't know how to do boards from my life. Oh my gosh. You're so funny. Okay. Because you're Dr. Johnson and you're a friend of the family, I will teach you. I'll run through it real quick for you. Let me do box real quick because people are talking about the boxes. So I'll do it for you, Dr. Johnson. I was looking for the video on your page, but I didn't do one yet. I haven't done one yet. I'm gonna do it. But I'll show you. I'll run through it for you, Dr. Johnson. I would send you to YouTube. I would send you to YouTube, but I won't do you like that. Because you are a big supporter of the LYIA family. All right. So here's what I was let me do um the boxes real quick. So box. So everybody who put the word box in, find your box, find your word box. I want you to click your photo real quick. When you click your photo, your mini profile is going to pop up. This is your mini profile. Under the mini profile, I want you to see these three boxes. We're going to talk about these three. Hopefully, all three show up for you all. The first box is your box as a viewer. This represents you going to any and everybody's live if you are gifting. You're paying attention to your level up number. You want a box, people judge you, they do. You get judged based on your box, based on not having a box. That's where the judgment comes in when you don't have it. So people do look for that. As a live host, you're paying attention to who's in your room. What does it mean? And you're 28. Look at you, friend. You said, what does that mean? a high engager. So it's your gifting level. It's how you are engaging by gifting and engagement, because even it's the daily heartbeat stuff that's included. So as you are growing on this app, people are looking to make sure you have those badges. The Lisa badge, it comes in two different looks. One is my fan club. So think about being a fan of a singer, a band, or whatever, comedian. You buy their music, you follow them on social media, you go to their concerts, their shows, you do all the things as a fan. TikTok has brought that here where there's a checklist of things to do as a fan. And we work as a community to elevate the room. All right. So you'll see your community just leveled up. That's the new feature with the daily heartbeat where you can click it. And this is the box in the middle. That's the heart box that I'm talking about. That's you as a fan club member. This is the great information. You're welcome, friends. So your that new feature now lets you redeem your populars and the points you've gotten so that you can dress up the heartbeat. Okay. So it's just making it fun and engaging for the room. The room, we're a community. So we're doing fun things. And as a viewer and as a community member, your goal is to level up and get more visibility. You get visibility by the things you're doing. Thank you so much. My heart me has some braids right now. It has braids, sunglasses, and a cocktail. But you see that? Y'all see that? so, so my heartbeat is on vacation. So with that, you're building your community. You're growing as a community member. This is good information. I'll be back. Gotta go pick up the okay, some milk. Okay, friend. The last box really quickly is you as a live host. You as a live host. Did you took the braids away and put the red bangs back? You didn't change the look. All right, I see you, precious. But you're seeing, now you're gonna see, you said we community just teared up. Now you're seeing yourself as a live host, and there's different leagues. Those are the levels that you're in as a live host. You're in a league, and that there's a 24-hour um clock essentially that you're paying attention to. All right, to see if you can league up. You're always trying to grow. When you're on this app, your mindset is engagement, consistency, I say discipline and patience, but also you have to have a growth mindset. Okay. You have a growth mindset. Thank you so much, friend, for that. I love you so much. I just need to go live more. There you go, friend. You just need to go live more. You got this. You're building your community. Just go live more because your live is fun. I love your live. I love seeing it when you pop in on my screen over here. But with that, you're trying to build community and you're trying to level up. And as you're growing and you're showing up and you're being consistent and you're building community, you're doing all the things, you'll advance more. So this is a growth mindset in all three boxes. Yeah, I've seen you. I've seen you walking. I've seen you doing all types of stuff. Yeah, friend. So here, so pay attention to this. So really quickly, the first box, my people who don't have any of the badges, all right? You don't have them. I will tell you as you're going around to these different rooms, you're gonna catch a live host that is not gonna be as um warm and fuzzy and easily sharing their information with you. People do gatekeep, people do not share all the time. People are not necessarily focused on new people. And so, if you're not a person who's going to engage, you have a lot of questions, I would tell you to start doing the basics. So if you don't have three, I have two. It might be it's glitching for you right now. Sometimes you have to click it and go back and click it, and it'll pop up. So you should see all three. When I click you, I see all three. You're level one for my room. You're level one with your blue box. I see your friend, and then you're level five, D5 for your diamond box. So I see all three of them. You said I only have two as well. Again, it's probably acting up. TikTok, it does act up at time. I see all three of yours. I see your level 19 for Blue Box. I see your level 9 for my room. And I see your 5, your D5 for your other box. Um, so okay. I'm out here getting judged and didn't know what I was doing. Oh, I'm sorry. You are being judged, friend. One of my besties, she's here. She was being judged by me. I judged her every time I saw her. I said, "Hey, friend. Hey, Luna." I said, "Friend, if you don't get that daily heart me," she's like, "What is the heart me?" I said, "I've explained it 10 times. You still haven't gotten it." So she finally got it. She finally got it. So she gets her heart me and she'll come and get a drop of rose. But I had to tell her multiple times. This is like my bestie in real life. I was like, if you come in my room one more time and don't grab that daily heart me. I was like, no, you ain't. I like talking engaged, but I truly didn't know. Yes, you want to do that, friend. Because, I mean, that shows you as a part of the community. And with the Daily Heartbeat, also will give you the blue box. Okay. And so for a lot of hosts, they're like, you know what? I'm giving all this information. I'm sharing this information with you all. I'm doing the entertainment. Maybe I'm doing some inspirational message. It just depends on their room in what TikTok has told you is that you come into a room. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna point to it because you guys can't see me. But when you come into a room, TikTok has a little box that pops up right here each time you came in. And so TikTok told you what to do, and people have ignored that. And so for that, hey, Dr. Jim, for that, I would say, okay, shame on you for ignoring it, but maybe you didn't know what it was. And so now that you've been told, now it would say put coins on your account, support the live host, because this is part of the live host growth. So the TikTok is judging the live hosts. So if you're coming in getting support and information, the least you could do is put some coins on your account and make sure that you give a penny for the daily heart me. He says, so I have to buy coins. I've been buying coins for my grandbaby's game. Yeah. So now you're gonna buy some for your game. You need to buy some for your game now. You're gonna be in these TikTok streets. How long have you been live today, if I may ask? I've gone live twice. I do a 10 a.m. and a 4 p.m. Yeah, got it. Yep. So yeah, so 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. I like the hair, don't you all? Thank you so much. Yes, the red hair is cute. I've seen it. It's super cute. Yeah, I do a 10 a.m. I usually get here about 10:15 and then 4:15 because I start on YouTube first. So I do both of them. Um I just leveled up in your room today. It's also my 3rd month anniversary. Congratulations, friend. I see you. Funny, I send your lives to my family just to train them how to act in my room. Oh, look at her. Thank you so much for the candy. The candy bouquet. That was cute. I haven't seen that one. I thought it was the one where you could bite it, but that's cute. I like that. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you were on my FYPGs. You're welcome, friend. Thank you so much for the shares. Um, I move better once I start spending money. I make more money. Yes. Yes. It's true. It's not a one for one reciprocation, so it's not always that. But you once you start learning how this app works, you move better, you make sound decisions. I tell you guys, don't break the bank in the beginning, but you're making sound decisions on how you're growing, and you go into the rooms that really are helping you. They matter, and they have the people who you want to come to your room, come to your content. So all that matters. That engagement matters. I've seen other coaches, but they were all talking about selling. I'm like, I need to know the basics. There we go, friend. Yeah. It's a balance act, but it helped in the beginning. It did. Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, friend. Black Butterfly, welcome to the room. I'm going to buy coins right after this. All right, friend. You're so sweet. Okay, look here. I'm about to get off. It's been 2 hours and 5 minutes. Hey, new generation. So I'm about to get off shortly. Dr. Johnson, are you still in the room? Let me give you your crash course on boards. Once people trust you, they will show you out and support you back. Find your community. Yes. Okay, Dr. Johnson. Okay, so here's the deal, my friend. So you're gonna go to the live screen. Okay, I'm gonna go shortcut. We're gonna go here. Let me do my camera. So boards are a couple different places. We're gonna go over here to live. Okay. If you have Service Plus, there's boards under that. This little arrow here down, you might have a box. If you click it up, You might have a box that says boards. That's another place it could be. Or you go to settings. Under settings, they just move boards to this icon up here. Okay. So you're going to click boards. Under boards, they have the new AI boards. I don't typically use that, but those templates you can use. It's up to you. I usually make my own and I hit the plus sign at the top. I hit general to create multi guest. If you want one of your panel boxes to be a board, you can. For you, I know you do your thing on Tuesdays, and those are multi guests. Let me just show you something real quick. Well, you know what? I'll show it from here, just real quick, so you see it. When you click your multi guest feature, you can make you can make it so that you click the new paintbrush. You can make it so that if you had it here, this what am I trying to do? My fingers don't point right. I'm backwards. That that box there could be a board if you wanted it to. You also can make up here a message. You see where it says go live room? You can make that say for your room, depending on what your live is. Because usually you have two people. Let me show you. Because you'll have, I don't know if it's gonna do it. It may not do it. No, it's not gonna do it because I don't have anybody in the boxes. But that's okay. We'll go back to this one. But you can make that where you have your message for your room. I forgot what your room is called, but I think it's your office hours. Is that what you call it? I think you call it office hours. You can have it up there. It can say office hours, and then you can make your board. I'm trying to point the right way. Your board have a message too. Yes, I like to use my flyers during my conferences. So yeah, so you can make that flyer ad. If you wanted to make an image, so let me go back and show you. You can make an image and just add a board image. So for example, say this was a flyer. I'm just going to use this as an example. Say this was a flyer. You can have a flyer you add, and then you can put words on top of that. So you know what I'm saying? So you can pull it up from your camera roll. I'm trying to point, but you pull it up from your camera roll and you can add it. And if you wanted to put text on it, you could as well. Or if it already has text on it, that's fine. Okay, yes. So that's one way because I know you do your panel boxes, but that's one way you can do it. So let me come out of here. I'll go back to my original. So um that is the multi-panel boxes. So if you wanted to have multi-panel boxes, you could create that. I wouldn't do it here. I would do it once you got into the live. You could do it, but you could do it in advance. So back to the general board. Go back to general. Click create. So I have to switch the layout before I choose the board. No, you can create the boards. You can create the boards in advance. You saw how I just clicked and added a board that quickly. You can have the board already created and have it in there saved. And then when you're ready to use it, it's there. Yeah. Um, for here for the general board, highlight background bullets. What I've been telling people is that TikTok doesn't like you mentioned the word flyer. TikTok doesn't like anything where you're using a green screen. It usually has been suppressing views. So I've been telling people just use a board without doing any special things to your background. Don't use a flyer. Don't use the half image clip image up the top. You could do that as well. Don't do it initially. Play around with your board. Try to get your room activated with the board first because your messaging on the board is going to bring that draw in. And so what I've been telling people is that your board needs to have value, curiosity, or challenge. And so play around with the boards to see what boards resonate before you start doing some other stuff like a green screen background image and some other stuff. Again, TikTok doesn't like the background images because they don't know what's happening in the background. And so they're suppressing views, meaning that you're not pushed out to the For You feed. Your people in your room might be sharing your live and people are coming in because of those shares, but you're not getting FYP or FYF views as much. Okay. I use ChatGPT to create mine based on topic. Yep, that's good. And I play around with mine. Very good to know. Yep. They need to change that. I hear you. You know I told you about them flyers. I hear you, friend. Before you leave, can you do a quick recap since I just got here? Black Butterfly. Okay, I'll do a very quick. I'm gonna skim this because I never really finished it. Thank you. So when you put your image here, things you want to be careful for. I mean your words. Do not ever, ever, ever put social media, including the word TikTok. It does not like it. It will suppress your views. So don't put social media on here. Do not put websites. Do not put pricing. Do not put personal identifying information. I say avoid putting your name, email, and phone number. Okay. So again, the board should be something that adds value. Um, so for example, you notice I didn't say before going TikTok live. I didn't put TikTok live. I just said before going live. Um, it should evoke curiosity. You want people to stop the scroll. So my friend Black Butterfly was like, "Hey, can you go over your five things real quick? Can you recap for me?" People have been coming in asking me, like, what's number five? What's the five things I need to know? So you want to have people coming in because they're scrolling by and they want to stop in and say, like, well, let me come to this live because I want to hear what they have to say. So think about your messaging. And Precious is right. I used ChatGPT to come up with some topics and some boards, some hooks. So you can ask it to come up with, um, some hooks for your live stream, your TikTok live stream that adds value, curiosity, and a challenge. Come up with 10 of each. And it did that for me. And with that, I went in and I tweaked them a little bit because I didn't like the way they had worded it. So I made my own ways of saying it. But I always tried to do a combination of like, okay, TikTok also likes numbers. People like numbers and put the number, not the word. So again, just trying to be bringing that draw for folks so people can stop and say, okay, what's this live about? Hey, Heather. And so just think about what you have on your board. All right. So boards is the way I would do it. I'll play around with that a little bit and see what makes sense. Some boards are going to be resonate better. I've been playing around with my boards a little bit too to see which ones stick, but I would say try to test them out maybe a few times before you abandon it. Okay. Mine too at 5 reasons I almost quit gardening. Oh, I like that. I love the heart me. Yeah, oh, you love the heart me with the red hair? So, Dr. Johnson, so you put your words here. The new boards also have the different fonts and colors. There's so many different fonts in here that you can pick from. You can do the little outline look. You can change the color. You can center it. So all that's there for you. So is that good? Let me know if you need anything else. You click done. These are two separate lines. You can do done, put words there, and then done, and then add another line. So just add another highline. So that's what I did. These are two separate sentences, statements, two different fonts and looks. Okay. Um, so let me know if you got that, friend. Recap. Let me recap. Um, Five things. Number one, know your keywords for your room. Know your audience. Know your keywords for your room that people are searching for. Okay. So you want to know that. Hey, friends coming in. What were the five? Sorry to gather. So I'm about to recap. Thank you for sharing this. You're welcome, Michael. Know the keywords for your live stream. Okay. So when you so number the one thing I said, you got to start there. Do a little research. Look up the words that people are searching on the home screen. So on your home screen, click the little search symbol and in there type in something relating to your topic. So if your niche is fitness, if your niche is crocheting, if your niche is health, public health. I was trying to think of Dr. Johnson's topic. See what people are searching for. Okay. And then those are the keywords you want to say. You can engage in that content. You can go to those lives. All that's available for you. Could you teach me how to get the message on your screen? I just recapped that, friend. So if you go to my YouTube, I did it 3 times. So you should be able to go there right at 2 hours in. You should be able to look and see where I talk about the board. So same name on YouTube, same exact name. So, and then I did it at an hour and a half. So I just did it 30 minutes ago, almost 45 minutes ago. So yeah, both places. Thank you so much, friend. When it comes to, thanks, you're welcome. When it comes to the second thing, I say it, do a live event. If you are not scheduling your live, schedule your live. So what happens is it becomes accountability for you. Hey, Linda. Hey, Michael. Thank you for the rose. It becomes accountability for you. All things Zaza, welcome to the room. Hello, friend. And it also allows your viewers to register. So when I end this live, which I'm about to do soon, when I end this live, um, a message will pop up on the screen that says, join my next live, register now, and you can register for my next live. All right. I also use that live event every single day. I'm adding content to my stories, old content that I promoted and said I not promoted that I posted that said I'm going live. So that's number three, actually. Post the content, let people know, your viewers, that you're going live. If you are not talking about going live in your content, start talking about it. Most of my videos, you'll see where at the end I say, join me live daily for tips to go live and how to monetize, and also apply to my creator network. I say it, I talk about it in my content. So make sure that you're talking about it in your live stream. Do specific posts to let people know. If you haven't done a post recently, maybe you haven't done it in the month of June, this is the first day of June, and you didn't do it at all in May, it's time to do a post. Okay? Do a post saying you're going live. And then take that post, you can add that live event to it, and you can add it to your stories. Okay? You in the one in the stories, you can add the live event too. All right? I do that every single day, easily 6 times a day, because I go twice a day. So I'm posting constantly to my stories. When I come into the live, I share it to my stories also. Okay? Number four, we didn't talk about at all, but again, it is the things that you should do. You should be thinking about. Well, we did talk about content disclosure, audience control, AI generated content, all those things you want to do. We talked about you should have good sound. We talked about lighting. You want to make sure your lighting is good. So making sure you're doing those things. Okay. That is really your setup board, all that. We talked about the board quite a bit. The board, that is number four. All of those things are a catch-all, but just know that those are things that you must do before you go live. All right. And then number five, I said, I want you to think about, what do you want your audience to do? What are you asking them to do in your live? Are you asking them to like your live and share it out? So we had 71 shares. I didn't pay attention to this. I usually say, hey, let's get it to 100. So I don't even know if I even said to share out my live today. I should have said that, but I'm about to get off. So don't worry about sharing. He said, what was number three? Number three was posting the content about going live, making sure you post content. If you haven't done it recently, tell the people you're going live. All right. And then add it to your stories, do all that stuff. Okay. And add the live event to your stories. So do all that. I thought that was number two. Number two was do a live event. Number two was the accountability. Schedule a live event. A lot of people don't do that. So schedule out your live. You could do 28 days. So you could schedule out your live. Number three was post the content. Okay. Lavish, thank you so much. Thank you, Princess, for the Daily Heart Me. Appreciate you all. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Okay, number four was like a catch all. Light, sound, audience control, content disclosure, boards, all the things on that setup screen, all the things you need to do. I could make those individual numbers. I could say top 10 things you think need to do. Two, schedule out your live. Three, post the content about going live. Yep, yep. Thank you so much, friend. Let me pin that. I'll pin that so people can see that. And then number five, here's the strategy piece, because again, you got to think about, what are you trying to do in your life? And I need to spend more time on number five. Maybe when I come back tomorrow, I'll spend a little bit more time, because number five is part of how you are also appeasing TikTok. Do you want more shares? How are you talking about that? What are you saying? Are you giving a goal for the room? Are you saying, let's get 100 shares? Do you want people to tap your live in those first 10 minutes and beyond? Hey guys, let's get to 50K likes. I'll start my topic once we get to 50K likes. You know what I'm saying? Those things, like, I want to make sure we're engaging. Let's get going. I'm going to give you my first tip at 50K likes. So the things there that you can kind of get the room activated and get them moving, especially if people are coming in because of your board. Like, hey, we got to do some engagement first. But before we get started, I want us to make sure we're liking the live. The hearts are flowing here. Let's make sure we're tapping the screen. Let me show you guys how to tap. So that's something you want to do. There's a lot of people who start their lives that way and say, hey, not until we get to 50K, I'll give you the first tip. Or let's work together, let's get this going. In the beginning, that's a little challenging because people don't necessarily have the views and the people in the room. But again, if your topic is something people are coming in for, let them know like, hey, we're gonna get started in a second. We got to bring the people in the room. Let TikTok know we have engagement happening. Let's share, let's tap, let's do all the things. Okay. My goal is 10K before we start. There we go. And that's mine too, for the most part. I say 10K in 10 minutes. Let's get our engagement. Let's warm up the room. And so we get the flash goal. Then I say, let's get the flash goal going. And then we get started. You know what I'm saying? So I do the same thing. But again, the way I'm doing it, it probably doesn't feel like I'm being as directive in that way. But yeah, you want to do that. Your goals for your live goal. So I share this Service Plus. I didn't do this yet. I'm probably going to do it later in the week. But your Service Plus, when you pin your Service Plus, you can make your live goal align with your Service Plus. So if you want to say, hey, if you guys want to top 10 people who support this live goal will get my ebook or receive a discount code for my one-on-one consultation. You know what I'm saying? You can say that. And you can go back and pin your goal. And so if you wanted to pin your goal up, you can have a message. And this wording here, you can change. So I can change that and say, you know, the lead gift equals discount code or equals, ebook or whatever you want. I'm working on my ebook tonight. There you go, friend. So you could say that, and then that makes people engage with your live goal because your live goal, you want that engagement because TikTok wants that engagement. That's how you get more visibility too, if people are supporting your goals. Thank you so much, Grace. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you for that. Hey, Ebony, appreciate your friend. So think about what you're doing. That's the strategy. That's the bag. That's getting people to support your stream. And you want to spend some time thinking through that. Viewer wishes. I talk about viewer wishes all the time. Another one. Goal support matters. Oh, exactly. Where do you make all these you said where do you make all these changes? The goal, you can set up your live goal before your live, but you also, is that what you mean by the live goal and the Service Plus? You do that before. Service Plus you could do before. The live goal I actually can edit. I can update my goal. So you just heard me say um the lead goal equals, let me show you guys. So you can click your edit, you can change your goals out at any point. So when I said I could say leagues, that's what this is. This is a campaign, you all, equals, I'll just put ebook. So if I wanted to make that and update it, okay. So now when I click it, you set up before you go live. It's on that setup screen. Live goal is there. So if I wanted to click it now, thank you so much, Princess. Precious, I appreciate it, friend. So if I wanted to pin this one, you'll see it says now lead equals ebook. So again, whatever sentence, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to make an offer as an offer to your community, you can make that and you can make it because you can see who sent you these. Once you click it, it will show you who sent it. There's also another feature where it shows the live gift. But if I were you, you could say it like, hey, you change it, you have your Service Plus, and say, look at you, friend. Thank you, Elle. You're so sweet. Thank you, friend. I don't have the ebook though. But when you hit your Service Plus, he's like, I want my ebook. I just posted the strategy live. So that's the ebook. That's the ebook. You're just help someone something. You're just helped something click. Yeah, did it really? I appreciate that, friend. I'm happy to support you. And so then you can say, hey, click my Service Plus. Click my Service Plus now. Thank you, friend. And send me a message that you know what I'm saying, that you got that you got the free ebook. The gold thing. Yeah. Yeah. Do I need to go on TikTok studio for that because I went live the first time yesterday? No, this is my phone. I'm on the phone. All this is done through the phone. You said that's cute. Thank you, Miss K Latte. So all this is on the phone. And so I didn't see that. Didn't see what? The live goal. The live goal you set before you go live. I'm gonna show you real quick. I gotta get off here. Oh, it's 6:45. Let's see. Thank you, Fred. Let's see. If you're here, if you're here, you see that live goal? The one thing you want to make sure you always press this circle to activate it. And then you edit. And if you want to change the words, you just here, you can delete the words that are there. And I can say, you know, support. I'm just gonna put something basic there. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Lucia, for recommending your page to two friends trying to start going live. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. And then you can edit the goal, the gift, you hit that little pencil. And with the little pencil, you can find your goal that you want to put. I had the lead goals. Those goals are there because of a campaign I'm in. So that's why I made those. You have two friends that you recommend. Thank you so much. So if I wanted to make the crown, I could do that. And then I can change it to 5 and then hit confirm. And so that's there. And then I can add another gift. You can do 3. And so ultimately, what I'm saying is you can make that and then you can pin them afterwards, but you can make that part of your setup for your live stream. Okay. And the strategy, like I said, this is the strategy. Because the strategy is what I teach is that you do need engagement in your life. You do need gifting. Okay. I don't mince words about that because again, TikTok gets a percentage of that. So if your live is not benefiting TikTok or, you know, in any kind of way, you're the only one gaining. Everybody's going to your website. Everybody's doing the things they need to do, and TikTok is not benefiting. You're not going to get the people who are going to be your supporters in the room. TikTok is not going to push a lot of people in your room because you don't have engagement. So you got to get that engagement. And so what I'm teaching you is different ways to get it. All right. Dr. Lisa, I still have Java access. Is there something you want me to say? What's Java access? There's something you want me to say. What you mean? I don't know what that is. What do you mean, friend? Let me know. You still have access. Access for what? Access for what? What's cut off? What you mean you still have access? Say something I want you to say. I'm not catching. Um, so when everything's said and done, make sure that you're thinking strategically. The live goal, I mean, the viewer wishes, I always show this one because I think this is important for you guys to see as well. You can make this to the imposter account. Oh, you talking about the imposter? Yeah. She had somebody reach out to her as well. Just report them to TikTok. You don't have to talk to them. Just be like, I'm reporting you. Don't do it because they're gonna block you too. So just report them. It ain't gonna do nothing, but it's important. I think we start reporting accounts just so that TikTok notice that these accounts are not real. Yeah, report them. When it comes to this, you could change the words here. I point this out because I want you guys to think about ways you could use this already for it. Okay, appreciate your friend. Um, Thank you so much, friend. So thank you, friend. Thank you for the wink wink. When it comes to this, you can change the words. So I have a lot of creators using this, or several creators using this, because they're like, okay, I want people to engage in a certain way. So they'll change it like my tarot card readers. They'll say, if you want a full reading, full reading. You want a mini reading. You want yes or no questions, yes or no question. Wink, 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 wink. And so that is part of the strategy too. And so, and you could change out the gifts. So as you change out the gifts, change out the words, people are engaging the way you want them to. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. I had also had two friends requests from you. Oh, two friend requests. The imposters. So yeah, be careful, friends. Um, if it is those fake accounts, let me just show you guys. I do have a lot of impersonators. Um, So yeah, there's a lot of them in here. Okay, all these are impersonators. This is the only real one because that's me. I'm live. That's me. So you said I'm from North Carolina. Welcome to the room. Why won't it be let me see the live? Why won't it let me see the live? What you mean? My live? What you mean? Let me know what you meant. You're in the live now. Um, and so yeah, make sure you report them. Don't accept those requests. And then also what I shared earlier is that you guys can create a unique custom name for me so you know it's real. It's the real me. So that's my name there. If you click my face here or the arrow up top, it allows you to customize the name. So you guys can put whatever name you want to make sure it's me. Like for example, if you wanted to put the real Dr. Lisa. You can put that, okay? And then you save it and it'll pop up, okay? So put whatever you want, but my point is that's another way of making sure it's me, not someone else. Um, what can I do with your fan club? What can you do with my fan club? What you mean? You can dress up the heart me. You can send populars. It allows you to get points. You can redeem the points to start putting different clothes and accessories on the heart me. That's the new thing they're doing with the fan club. Um, super fans, I do super fan only lives and some other um, support that I talk about in the super fans. Thanks for showing us how to customize custom. Yeah, page names. Yes, yeah. So definitely do that. You said why wouldn't it let you see the live button? Um, you don't necessarily have access yet. TikTok will give it to you. Your account has to be 7 days old. You have to post content. You have to typically have 50 followers or more. And then you don't have the blue engagement box. That's another way that TikTok knows you want live access and they'll give it to you a little sooner. But 7 days older, if your account's too new, you won't get it yet. You said no with the fan club in general. Fan club, it just depends on the room you're in. My room, I say level 5 and above. I usually let those people come in my panel boxes. You're fine. It just depends on what's happening in the room. I pin people who have my daily heart me. If you come in my room, grab the daily heart me, and I ask questions that need to be pinned or whatever, such as when you go live and stuff. I sometimes pin those. Those are people who have the heart me as well. So it just depends. I think different people come up with different things that they kind of give a little bit more priority and focus to their fan club. Thank you, Fran, for becoming a fan club member. So it just depends on the room. My dears, I am gone. Thank you all for coming through. Thank you all who supported the wish list as well. Miss P. Chase, thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Gotcha. Thank you all for being here. I am about to get off, so I appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the support. I will be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock, 10:15 ish, and 4:15 ish, 10 and 4. Thanks for doing this. You're so welcome. I come back daily. If you're interested in the agency, you can message me. You can send me a message. Um, you're welcome to apply to the agency if you are, in fact, a live host and going live. Um, and then also, if you want one on one consultations, you can message me. I'll send you my page to book a one on one if you need one. So I appreciate you all. Thank you all for claim your points as I talk. Claim your points up here at the Daily Harmony. So click here again and claim those points. Thank you. Can't believe I'm in third place. Yes, friend. Keep it up. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares. Thank you all for the engagement, including the gifting. I appreciate you all for all that you're offering to this live stream. Thank you so much for the support. I will be back tomorrow. And like always say when I end, practice makes progress. You are not trying to be perfect. You're just simply trying to go live. All right, friends. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much.